I think I didn't need to start going out and
doing in the streets interviews.
Not with that, but also like just getting females to come on the podcast and be like, so what do you think about this?
Right.
And start blindsiding their ass.
How do you feel about the shooter? What do you think he missed?
That shit would be crazy.
All the shit that came out about that shooter was crazy.
Oh, you talking about the OnlyFans shit? The fact that he's subscribed to like hella bitches OnlyFans is paying hella bread to OnlyFans models.
Yeah, bro.
Well, just everything in general.
Everything about that man was wild.
Yeah.
I tried to stay out of it. Bro, we got more free tickets from SeaWorld.
Who?
Everybody. If you got a pass, you get another additional 2 free tickets, nigga.
When?
For every pass.
You gotta redeem them?
You can redeem them right now, nigga.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm like, damn, nigga. Apparently, me and Mac is taking all the fun. Tell you what, that's what we're doing. Here on this live, I'm giving away 2 free SeaWorld tickets.
But they have to come with us.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't. I'm just going to call and say I'm out of town and my family should get to come because I paid for these fucking passes.
But you have to scan your thing, though.
I'll just send them the tickets. I gave them to people before. It always works.
I mean, I guess. Shit, might as well. Give these niggas some type of incentive to tune in.
I want to give away both of those goddamn longboards. You should pick them up and show them on the podcast right now. Niggas can have these.
Are we live?
Yeah, we've been live. I just had to turn it off for a second.
But I'm doing a longboard giveaway.
Nigga.
That bitch is hard though.
Niggas can have it. I just need it out the house. You want it back?
That bitch is hard. Couldn't be me. I ride the fuck out that hoe.
Got 2 longboards ready for y'all.
I thought you got one for Mira and one for you.
Nigga, I ain't riding long. Them wheels is nice.
I was just checking the bearings.
Yeah, they're still nice.
Bitch is rolling.
On both of them
You
bitches.
just switch them hoes out anyway. They're still riding though.
I don't know who would switch that one out.
I would.
I'm talking about that one. Those ones are broken in.
I'd probably sand the board and put some new grip tape on that hoe. That's
it. Look, not looking at that bitch. He might take that bitch.
I would ride that bitch.
I ain't got the time.
I don't be doing that shit. I mean, I would probably figure that shit out. Like if I lived at in Orlando and I went to school,
you would longboard to school.
I would longboard all across campus. Niggas be doing that shit all the time, bro. It'd be niggas with them boards that have the power boards that have the acceleration remote.
Oh yeah,
thing.
bro.
Niggas be fucking.
Bro, the new electric
shit.
bikes is
They
fucking
be eating shit on them niggas, boy.
Bro.
I'm like, this nigga hit a bump, phew, went flying. I'm like, yeah, that's what your dumb ass get, nigga. The fuck.
Bro, listen.
I almost crashed watching this nigga eat shit.
You almost crashed.
Hell yeah, I'm driving and this nigga's like fucking boarding next to the road, hits a fucking curb, goes fucking flying. He went flying into the grass, luckily, but I'm like, bruh, I'm coming to a stop sign. I'm looking like these niggas almost fucking brake check my ass.
These women out here, bruh, women and men are out here just posting stories that'll make your fucking head
On Reddit?
everywhere. These women. There was a girl who was just posting, just snitched on everybody at the job. She used to work at a Chick-fil-A. She had snitched at everybody at the job. She was like, "Yeah, me and my coworkers used to have threesomes all the time after closing shift at Chick-fil-A." Like,
In the kitchen?
Bro. So apparently they all thought their manager was fine as hell. So what would happen is he put 2 of the girls he knew thought he was cute on closing shift with him. He'd close down the shop. They'd smoke a blunt. He'd give them some drink, and it would just be fucking.
In the office or like in the kitchen?
I don't know, bro. I ain't watched that much of it. I was just like, what
on
the
the counter?
fuck?
Well, not it, cause there's cameras, like in the lobby and shit. So it'd have to be somewhere where there's not cameras, like the bathroom. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. I don't even want to think about that shit.
How dare you disgrace the Lord's chicken?
And that's it too. Like Chick-fil-A. Damn.
At Chick-fil-A, it's going down at Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna be honest. There was a time where there wasn't nothing but bad bitches working at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Every Chick-fil-A you pulled up to, you was like, damn, what's she doing in fast food?
Yeah, I mean, they now it's like
Now it's just like every other
for
place.
little kids.
Yeah.
You gotta be weary of who you talking to like that, because you could be like, how old are you? Oh, I'm 14. Got a whole job at 14. I don't know how. Fucking child labor laws don't exist no more, I guess. I'm pretty sure Chick-fil-A can hire at the age of 15.
Almost anywhere can. You just have to. So there's laws about it. They can only work certain hours, and they can only
Right.
work for a certain duration of shift. But
Right.
Chick-fil-A don't give a fuck because Chick-fil-A going work.
And they have
their
to take
ass.
like breaks.
Yeah, they're gonna get to take their breaks. But Chick-fil-A be
Yeah.
so jumping, they just hire enough of them that they just need to get the chicken out.
Cycle them hoes
Yeah,
out.
we just need.
Oh, bro, I know. I'll be there, bro. I'll be there. They be having hella kids. I'm like, bro, This one girl, she was like, you are so handsome. I was like, thank you. I was like, how old are you? She's like, oh, I'm 16. All right, have a good day. Whatever. Don't you ever tell a grown man they're handsome again, bro? Like, who the fuck you think you is?
Where's your daddy?
Yeah.
This is fatherless
You think
behavior.
because you got a job now, you grown, you better figure that shit out before you get somebody roped the fuck off.
that nigga,
The fuck?
that nigga Matt couldn't roll his window up fast enough.
Bitch, I hit that bitch with the automatic. Bitch, I started rolling. I was done too. I was just having a conversation with her too. She's like, oh, you go to Full Sail? I want to go to Full Sail. I was like, yeah, I'm just in between classes right now. She's like, how are you liking it? I'm like she was talking a nigga down, and I'm like, she's got to be older. She's like, yeah, you're very handsome. What's your name? I'm like, my name's Matt. I was like, how old are you? She was like, oh, I'm 16. I'm like, you have a good day. I'm not even fucking kidding, bro. And the craziest shit was the line wasn't even moving. I was sitting there. I was just talking to her in the line because there was nobody behind me, and we were just niggas. There was cars in front of me. Niggas wasn't moving. I mean, I just rolled my shit up.
No way.
How you ride? Went back to the music. Fuck they talking about? That shit crazy to me.
Boy, that boy Young and Ace didn't take no time off. As soon as that nigga Fulio got whacked, that nigga put out the song immediately. That nigga, bruh, I'm just saying, the age of the age.
That was like it was a smart thing. I guess like I don't even think I should say financially. From a business standpoint, I could see where he was coming from, but he dumb as fuck for that shit. Because now he's got to deal with authorities and he's got to deal with all this.
No, he doesn't because he has an alibi. So like,
Yeah, well, I'm saying that he got to deal with them investigating him,
they're not
harassing him. Like,
Florida's not one of the states where they can do that.
Yeah,
over song lyrics, not over song lyrics. Like they would have to find some.
Yes, they can.
No.
Yeah, if
There's
they
only certain states that have that, and Florida's not one of them. Over song lyrics, no. Or else Trick Daddy would have been indicted 100
bro,
times.
that's why. What do you mean? That's why they're fucking jamming Melly's ass.
Yeah,
up.
but that's only because Atlanta has that law specifically for rappers in Atlanta.
Right, but he's from Florida.
Yeah, but he hosted in Atlanta. That's where he did all the songs about what he was talking about. No, what?
It wouldn't matter.
Oh, no, Melly got hit. No, but they have evidence on Melly. Somebody came and snitched. Somebody was like...
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they could use that. Like, I'm not saying, like, just use that, but with other corroborating evidence. Like,
they would have to... Yeah, but they would have to find something else. But Young and bro, I was just like,
because
damn.
that's technically an omission to guilt.
That nigga said, I told y'all niggas y'all don't want no war with this shit. I said, nigga, he ain't been dead 24 hours.
But they're just trying to make sure, like, because they don't have any, especially if they don't have any leads on who actually did it.
They don't have any leads.
And that's what I'm saying. They're going to be like, oh, this guy's over here, this rapper over here is saying, and
you
they're
can't
going to
use
use
that as you can't,
right.
Yeah, you can't use that to investigate. Not in Florida. In Atlanta, that's why. What's his name?
Who? Melly?
No, not Melly. When you said Melly, I got him confused with Young Thug. That's why Young Thug's under investigation right now. That's why Lil Baby stopped talking about all the crimes he used to do. That nigga say he ain't rapping about shit.
Yeah, them niggas.
Cause Atlanta gang unit got different policies.
But that's the thing.
You rap about that shit, Atlanta gang unit's coming to see you about it.
You got niggas like Rick Ross getting dropped from Adidas because of the shit he been saying. The shit he was saying in his lyrics, and you got other artists. Well, Future like artists like Future and Drake. People are starting to like be like, oh, y'all niggas fucking with young girls, or they're trying to say all this crazy shit that these rappers are doing. But I'm like,
y'all knew this.
Yeah. Them lyrics were there.
Like y'all knew
nigga.
this. Like y'all heard Future when Future said he put a perky in a bitch ass.
Yeah. Right.
And he meant that.
Yeah.
And nigga said, pour up a glass of act. put a perky in her ass. I was like, damn,
And-
Future really out.
And they was fucking with that, but now they're trying to judge the morality of the lyrics too. Now I'm like, but when y'all first heard that shit, y'all was riding to that shit. Nigga, y'all was swearing by that shit. That when Drake,
Sierra told you that nigga Future was on that shit.
when that nigga Drake said he's into younger women, y'all niggas was fucking with that. Now it's like, oh shit, he fucking with minors. Oh, like,
But it's probably a minor.
yeah.
Oh, now Kendrick done woke y'all niggas up.
And now niggas is bumping that shit. That's crazy. Y'all niggas have no loyalty. No loyalty. That shit is wild.
I mean, but listen, I'm not gonna say this just because Drake lost. All I'm saying is I haven't been a Drake fan for a long time. Wasn't a Drake fan for a long time. I haven't been a Drake
Speak
fan.
for yourself.
That's what I said. I'm gonna speak for myself.
Because
That's what I
niggas
said.
are really capped when they say, "Oh no, I don't fuck with that nigga Drake." But wind that bitch. 10 years, y'all niggas used to be in there. I can see it in your eyes. You're angry. Niggas used to be crying to
I
that
don't
shit.
even know what that song is. The last song.
Exactly. That's
Yeah. The
Niggas
last
be in
song.
there- you remember the song Marvin's Room, right?
Nah,
You don't know the song Marvin's Room, bro?
I wasn't a Drake fan.
Okay.
The last Drake song I really listened to, I'll be real with you, is "I Better Find Your Lovin'." That was that shit to me. I was like, that nigga was killing.
Bro,
it.
that was like his breakout song.
Yeah, that was it.
Like that was like
That was it.
15 years ago though.
That's
Like,
it.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh no, I lied. Forever,
huh?
forever.
Forever.
May not mean nothing to y'all.
That was like
yeah,
10 years ago.
yeah. That was
Second album he
it. Yeah,
released.
that was it. And I wasn't even fucking with that for him.
No,
I think,
and that's why I'm
that
saying
nigga-
shit like that. That's why I fuck with Drake though. But I'm more on the
Because
R&B.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how you make a song and you the least rapping this motherfucker on that song. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Kanye out rap that nigga, Lil Wayne out rap that nigga, and Eminem, it's damn near Eminem's song. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that was when Eminem had just sobered up, and that nigga put out that when that nigga came on that, they put that nigga at the end for a reason. Because if that nigga's verse was the first one, everything after that would have been dumb.
Yeah, but then he started he was the one that like started incorporating like large scale track or projects on just one single where it was multiple like hitters coming in.
I mean, I would say
Like that song. Like
I would say Tupac did. I say he revamped it because they weren't into it a lot. Nah, but I say Tupac and them first started doing that because like even Biggie and like Tupac.
Well,
like,
no, I mean artists that weren't in like groups. Like
Yeah.
I'm not like obviously there's people who like Wu-Tang. They did that shit, but they were a group. I mean like individual artists who got other
okay, I can see what you're
big
saying.
artists to come on a song. Drake, not even Drake. I would
I would
say
say Akon.
Young Money, really was the ones that because Lil Wayne started doing all that shit, and then Drake.
I was gonna say Akon was doing that shit too because that nigga's Akon first album was nothing but other big artists on that nigga album.
Yeah, but he had one or two artists on a song. Like
yeah.
this nigga Drake, they're putting like 5 or 6 niggas on a song.
Can we give that to DJ Khaled first?
No, because
DJ Khaled did fucking.
DJ Khaled is just a producer.
Because I'm out here grinding.
Yeah, but no, hell.
Nigga, that was the South.
DJ Khaled was after
Listen.
Drake started dropping all that shit.
Nah, Forever came out way after Out Here Grinding. For sure. Because Out Here Grinding, I was in middle school, nigga, on the bus, nigga, and you couldn't tell us that wasn't the young hood nigga of the South anthem.
No, yeah, it was after. No, it was after. It was after that. That's
No.
Forever? Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we could look up the release.
Let's find out.
Cause I'm out here. That was that shit though.
Which one you want? Out Here Grinding? Or you want it Forever?
I'm looking up Forever.
Alright. What you got?
It was released in 2009.
This one's 2008. Out Here Grinding.
Damn.
I told you, DJ Khaled did it first. Because then right after, and the only reason I remember that is because right after that, that's when he did the next one with Ace Hood in it.
Mm-hmm.
I Am the Streets.
Relapse. That was the name of the album.
That Relapse album was fucking fire. Relapse was fire. That's when that nigga brought fucking Rihanna on all them songs. That nigga, I'm friends with the monster. Nigga, you was like, not Rihanna just singing chorus. That bitch didn't sing nothing else but the chorus. And Love the Way You Lie? Oh.
That was M's project though.
Yeah, that shit was fire. That entire project was fire. I'm Not Afraid. And then 2 months after that is when him and Lil Wayne dropped that single, I'ma Pick the World Up and then drop it on your fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas went crazy about that. They said that's the best black rapper alive with the best rap rapper alive, and them niggas killed the whole song.
Yeah, bro. That like just that time right there. That shit was the best time ever, bro. Like I was on that bitch on Call of Duty, dropping niggas off to that shit, bitch.
I'ma pick the world up and then drop it on your fucking head.
Oh god, but I had a whole playlist.
Bro, I wasn't even a little
That
way.
bitch would be looping. I'm on zombies. That bitch would just be looping 300 songs, nigga. I'm still alive.
Nigga,
Dropping Easter eggs off.
nigga, just
Black Ops 2, nigga.
reviving niggas. Talk about I got a crawler, nigga. Everybody pack a punch your gun. After I drop this nigga, I'm going right back into the zone. Hey, yo,
hit the box.
don't say shit to me when I drop this song. I'll be at this MP40 off the wall, and we about to start dropping shit.
Got that thunder gun, nigga. Got that bitch pack a
They
punch.
came out with the fucking monkeys, nigga. Oh, it
yeah.
was over.
That shit was crazy, bro.
That was that entire time to be alive. Niggas just
what I'm
don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
You wanna know what? I think it's so impactful for our generation.
That's why I
'cause
feel bad for kids nowadays, bro.
I think it's so impactful for our generation too, and this is what I think people seem to overlook. It's not that the technology back then was the greatest; it was that the advancement in our technology at that time was the greatest. Because we were kids that had to play outside for real,
Yeah.
and then we went from playing outside as kids
Indoor niggas.
to being indoor niggas by teenagers, and that shit like that cultural shock almost overnight. Like my sister and them don't like my baby sister doesn't understand
being outside.
being outside.
Yeah.
But
Like, no,
all the technology
being outside all day,
day,
nigga.
nigga.
Not be going outside, coming back in,
niggas be like
hanging out, then going back outside. No, nigga, I was
Why didn't you-
outside, nigga.
Niggas be like, why didn't you come inside? Because grandma said no. Nigga, the door was locked. There was no, we gonna
There's
maybe
no option to come inside, bro.
that shit was.
There was no option. Like, why did y'all ask to come in? Nigga, what? Ask? You gonna ask for an ass whooping?
whooping? Yeah, you gonna ask.
You gonna ask for an
How
ass
you gonna be outside, ass whooped,
And you
and
tryna-
hot?
You saying I'm dumb? All right. Okay.
You gonna
and
ask-
then y'all don't get y'all ass whooped the same either. So it's like y'all like, oh yeah, I'll take that ass whooping to come inside. Okay, nigga, go get the switch.
Oh my god.
Go get a switch, nigga. You ain't about to just get your ass beat a little bit, and then they gonna feel sorry, and then you go to your room. They gonna whoop your ass, send you back outside, nigga.
That's it. That's all
Fuck
that
you
happens.
thought this was? You going right back outside.
Yeah, you don't get the. There was no come inside, nigga. Niggas have that shit confused.
Niggas ain't even have AC either. So when we did come inside, nigga, it's not like it was much cooler. It
Oh,
did
you had
feel-
AC. Your grandma just running in the daytime.
It felt better, nigga,
Because somebody told her once upon a time that running your AC in the middle of the day is how you get your energy bill doubled.
Yeah.
So she'd wait till like literally right before you go to bed to turn that bitch on. If you're lucky, and you gonna freeze your ass off.
My grandma had 2 ACs in the house. One in the living room and then one in her room. That was it, nigga. Everybody else had box fans. What you talking about? What you talking about? 2 window units in a whole 4-bedroom house.
I ain't had that one. My grandma actually had central AC, but that's only because her and my
Shit.
granddaddy got it together.
Yeah, well, I wish I would have had somebody that had that shit together, because
they
we
got
ain't had
it.
none of that shit over there, nigga. We ain't even have ice water. Shit crazy, right? Nigga, our freezer didn't even freeze the water, nigga.
And lukewarm ass.
It kept the meat cold, but that's about it, nigga. And we ain't have a lot of meat anyways. Like, you feel me? Like, that shit, we had canned goods and pasta.
Nigga,
Salvation Army,
I just
nigga.
took my grandfather to renew his BJ's card, nigga. It was my first time going into BJ's in a minute. I ain't gonna lie, I walked in that bitch. I was like, damn, I'm coming back to this.
BJ
bitch.
got some good ass deals too
BJ's. That
on
shit
that
was,
bulk shit.
bro.
But I don't like the brands. That's the only reason why. I don't
Nigga,
shop
they
with
got
BJ's.
name brands now. I thought the same thing.
They do, but there's certain brands that I like to get from like Walmart that
Like
are
what?
cheap, that are still cheap. Like the drinks that I get, because I don't drink like soda or I drink tea and I drink like the milk that I get. You feel what I'm saying? It's cheaper at Walmart.
What?
The
What
tea
milk?
that I get, the Fairlife milk that I get is cheap. That's what
Nah,
I'm
bro. I don't know.
That shit's
I did-
$6 at Winn-Dixie. That shit's
I don't know.
$5.40 at Publix.
Yours is the fair. Yours is the,
The
one
Fairlife.
with the cow on the front of it.
Yeah.
I seen it over at fucking BJ's, and I think it was like $4.45 for one of the big ass things.
Yeah, it's $3 at Walmart is what I'm saying. Well, it's no, they brought it up now. It's like $4 now after tax.
Yeah.
At Walmart.
Yeah.
And
That shit's
It's just right. It's convenient too.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
Walmart's
that shit-
right there from my house. So.
That shit was just, we was just in there. I was like, damn, all this shit is cheap as fuck. I said,
Yeah.
no. I was like, how the fuck we let this like? My mom got mad at me. She's like,
I mean, the meat shit, like.
I don't eat meat from everywhere, so that shit's dead.
That's what I'm saying. Like the chicken breasts and like shit like that.
I'm not buying that there.
Cheap as shit.
I'm going.
Well, it's not cheap. It's a good deal. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like for what they give you.
I'm going for. Tell you what. I'll go there for vegetables. They got a thing of corn. You know, like the shit they pack the chicken in, but it's full of corn.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted $4 for that bitch. It was like 7-8 pieces of corn in there. I'm like, oh, I gotta cut. If we're cooking out, I'm coming here.
Oh, like the
corn on the cob.
Yeah, the cob.
Yeah,
you some of the long ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And one of them like the big long chicken breast things. I was like, damn, for $4? I was like, oh, don't worry about it. We having a cookout sometime.
Let me know. I'll pull up.
Oh yeah, boy. I've been killing that new smoker. I got that shit. It started raining outside.
So we could do that shit here, or we could bring that shit to the pool, or we can go to my mom's pool because they have grills outside her pool, and you don't have to. We don't need a car.
Wherever we go, I'm taking that smoker.
I say you can bring that bitch with her, with us.
We can take that bitch to that pool over here, nigga. I'm thinking about having a cookout probably next weekend. Although 2 week, not this weekend coming up, but the weekend after. I'm trying to go back to North Italia. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not even about SeaWorld anymore. Fuck SeaWorld.
It's not even about SeaWorld, no boy. I'm down. I'll go. I got this next. Well,
them niggas ain't gonna give us passes again next year. They gonna be like, these niggas really have been here.
Y'all use this shit too much, bro.
Yeah. y'all got an extra $40 on y'all's pass.
Yeah, y'all fucked us out of like $1,000 worth of shit, bro.
Oh, listen. them fast passes alone has been that.
Oh God, yeah, them fast passes. Them fast passes are fucking crazy, chat. But like, if you go to an amusement park, get the fast passes, bro, because you about to sit there for like an hour in a line and then get on a ride for like 2 minutes, bro. It's not worth it, bro. It's just it. I ain't gonna say everybody got it, but if you do financially, it just makes more sense to use the fast pass because we be getting in the line. We be sitting in line for maybe like 20 minutes, and then we get on the ride, get right back in line, and then the niggas that were in the line in the back of that bitch, we done rode on the bus, or we done rode on the coaster for like 4 or 5 times, and they just now getting on.
We got hit.
Shit is crazy.
What, the fast pass?
Yes. I'm just, it don't make no sense, bro, especially at Halloween Horror Nights. I don't get that shit, because niggas will wait 2.5 hours to go in this haunted house for 8 minutes, and then get out, have a mediocre ass time in the haunted house, get out, get right back in line for.
Did you get to go to Afterglow, nigga?
Nah, I didn't go. I didn't go. My homeboy said it wasn't like.
I thought it was gonna be lame.
All it is Aquatica at dark at nighttime.
Yeah, bro.
That's literally it. It's not like some super nice adult themed water park thing. No, there's kids there. There's parents there. There's fucking
There's no ass clapping.
No, it's
That's
not what I
all
thought of. I thought it was gonna be like a little like concert type shit. Like like a party or some shit maybe. Like no.
Bitches gonna
And
be
then
out
you
there.
can get on a ride or some shit. Yeah, no. It's no. It's just Aquatica at night.
Yeah, I'm not
that's
going
literally
for
it. So
I'm not going for none of that.
my homeboy told me because he went and he was like, Steven, he told
Yeah.
me he went and he was like, yeah, it was alright. I'm like, it wasn't. It wasn't. Right. If you're saying that, it wasn't alright.
Yeah, because you went with us and you had a great time.
Yeah. Well, I think he said he just went with him and his girl, so
Yeah.
not gonna be the best time.
Well, no. What I'm saying is he came to have SeaWorld with us and they had a great time.
Yeah, for the most part, till the end, like.
Them niggas. That nigga got lit, boy.
Yeah, he did. That's it. And she doesn't like when he gets drunk.
You know that's who he is. Never mind. Let me stop. That's not my spot.
Yeah, but they be like getting drunk as fuck together. Like, I'm like, all right, whatever.
Y'all got that.
Yeah. What do I care about y'all relationship?
I mean, listen, bro. All I know is like if you with somebody, here's a bit of advice for y'all out there, men too, because I'm tired of hearing men complain about their woman. You know what kind of woman you got when you got with this bitch. And if you didn't make it
before
clear,
you got with this bitch, you should have knew what type of woman she was before you. We gotta clarify that
No,
because
because you might not have known until
No.
you might not have known because these niggas be
No.
jumping into relationships early as
the
fuck.
problem. That's
Listen.
what we gotta correct that because
Listen,
you
before
niggas
we
out
can
here-
correct that though, we need them to realize their mistakes.
we gotta
first.
start at the beginning. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah. Okay, so let's
You're
start.
jumping past this.
What I'm
shit.
saying is some of these niggas is already in these relationships. If you didn't make it clear to her at the beginning of these relationships that you needed her to make certain adjustments for her to be your ideal type of woman, and you just gonna say, stop telling me. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you coming to tell me every weekend, I'm gonna tell you, well, I'm gonna treat you like a pimp named Slickback.
Facts.
I'm gonna tell you straight up,
Huh?
you can make the bitch behave. What it seems to me, Tom, is y'all lost some spark and some passion in your marriage. You gonna teach me how to get that back? No, I'm gonna teach you how to make that bitch behave.
Yeah.
She wants some passion, she can take her ass to the movies.
Not a pimp named Slickback.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm so tired. But I'm just tired of hearing niggas complain over dumb shit. Oh, bro, she don't respect me. Do you respect yourself at the end of the day?
Probably not. But that's the thing. Like, I would say the biggest contributor to that is like people that are getting together young because they don't necessarily know what they really want when they're at that young age. They don't know what they don't like, and so once you get in a relationship,
Would you say that that's the problem, or would you say that you're?
I'm just saying that's like a part of the problem.
Oh
That's
yeah,
like
I was
the
gonna say
problem.
because I don't even think it's that because I know some people who got together young who are happy in their relationship. What happens is
Right.
what I'm saying. What happens is you'll jump into a relationship with somebody, even though you know you don't even like that person. What up, Reese?
Hello,
We ain't seen you in forever. That nigga said, "Hello, motherfuckers."
I'm dead.
Where the fuck you been at, Reese?
No, that's real though. I mean, people, but that is crazy that people will get into a relationship with someone that they don't even like that, and that's a part of the problem too. Like y'all should have thoroughly vetted this woman before.
20, but listen. Find out if you're compatible in bed off rip too, because if you're not compatible in bed,
And
you're not
that's-
gonna last.
And that's where I differ from most women because most women are like, oh no, you gotta wait like a month or a week because they don't.
If
Want
she
seem
makes
like,
me wait,
they don't want
she-
to seem like hoes or whatever. Like
no, because that's
y'all
a fair.
are all pretty much hoes. Like,
Nah, bro, that's fair.
know.
That's fair. If you made every other nigga wait before me, and you have like that set thing for yourself, but you're holding yourself to that standard, I'm fine with that. But if I know for a fact that this nigga next to me hit 2
That's what I'm
days,
saying. That's
2
what
days
I'm
in, nigga, nah.
Because how often do they all hold a man, all men to like, you know what I'm saying? How often do...
I've been trying to find these dudes who stole my skateboard. Stole 2 of my skateboards. Nigga,
Yeah, we
shut
got
the
your
fuck-
shit, nigga.
These are lawn boards, so you want to talk about us, nigga.
Yeah. That boy don't even know he lost.
Yeah, bro, you don't even know what you lost, so you can't miss it.
That boy lost his bitch. That's crazy.
It's some Gucci flip flops. But listen,
Damn.
all I know is niggas go to talking wild, and then all of a sudden they get into a relationship. Like if she told you she didn't want you at the beginning of the relationship, let me tell you, getting her pregnant does not make her want you.
That's a crazy take too. And what's even crazier is like, it'll be niggas that are with a girl out of their league, and they'll get her pregnant to try and keep her,
And there's no try. They will keep her if they get her pregnant.
which is crazy.
But they don't like what comes with that. Because now she going to be fucking on other niggas at work.
And
The second baby don't look nothing like the first
And it
baby.
didn't
And you
really work.
steadily on the internet claiming that that's your baby.
I mean, if that's the case,
And you
then
want
you're
me to
good,
sit there.
because you can skate the fuck about that bitch. But if it is your kid,
Can you though? Because now
You
you gonna
gotta
leave your
co-parent,
kid. Now
you
you're
gotta
gonna-
pay
No, I'm
child
saying the
support.
second kid ain't yours. The first kid's definitely yours because
Oh.
she fucked up.
well, yeah.
But now she got a friend. She got a work husband, and now the baby look. You black as the ace of spades. She mixed, but this baby look Hispanic.
Damn, light skinned baby.
The first baby dark as hell, but you claiming on the internet you got these two together, and niggas is looking at you like, nigga, them two babies don't even look alike.
That is crazy. Cause
Your first baby is
I
4,
I
and
know
he stands at 2. He stands at 3 feet maybe. Your second baby is fucking 2,
taller
and
than
he's standing at almost 5 foot,
That
and
nigga-
that's your baby. That's what we going with. You know damn well she was at the NBA All-Star Weekend in Atlanta that week, and that baby looked like Blake Griffin.
No, not Blake Griffin. Not Blake. Damn, Blake. That's wild. And that's crazy because I actually know some people that are dealing with situations like that. Like, I know them personally. Like, that's fucking...
And niggas be so in love with the woman. They be like, oh no, that's definitely my baby. That's not your baby. That
And
baby
everybody knows it, but nobody wants to say it, bro. Like, everybody knows it. It's obvious as fuck, but nobody wants to say that.
Oh, see, I can't be friends with people like that because I tell them
sorry.
off rip. I know you ain't told him, Matt. You ain't said it,
Bro, why do I have to say it, bro? He's like, cause I was when he first this nigga first came over with this white ass baby, bro. I ain't gonna hold. And I'm like, I've seen his kid. I've seen his other kid. And I'm like, that is not your child, bro. He's like, yeah, no, this is my biological child. I'm like,
where's?
because I thought like that was just like the kid. He came over to my house. I thought he just brought the kid because it's his girl's kid and he watching him. But then I'm like, he's like, no, this is my jit. I'm like, looking at this. This is a white Gerber baby. This is a blue-eyed, blonde-haired Gerber baby, and I'm like, my nigga.
You're my color.
I'm like, my nigga. Yeah, no, he's my color. He is my color. And his girl's white, but like, this baby's whiter than her, and I'm like,
How old's the baby?
The baby is like, he's like 2. It's like
I thought you were gonna say like he was a couple months. I was like, oh no, they could get a couple months.
No,
couple months before
he was probably like 16 months old or some shit. Like just barely walking.
Yeah, bro.
Just barely walking.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's more than 3 months old, nigga, that baby should start darkening up at some point, nigga. Why he look like an uncooked chicken breast?
This is the whitest white baby, or like Casper white baby.
And you ain't tell your dog?
I should not have to tell him. I should not have, because I asked all the questions that everyone else would ask him that are trying to tell him.
Nah, I ain't got no kids.
I'll ask him the same exact questions that his auntie, his cousins, his sister, his mom. I asked him all the same questions that they would ask that nigga to let him know that this is not your kid.
What you're saying is he needs to go ahead and just make it.
You remember that Cat Williams skit?
Oh my God, that is a white baby.
You saw that baby. That's what that baby looked like. Nigga.
That baby got a 750 credit score sitting right here.
From the land of Caucasus.
That is a Caucasian baby from the land of Caucasus.
But bro, I'm not that type of person to just be like, my nigga, look, that is not your kid. Like I am to certain people, but it has to be like,
if I brought home a baby.
It have to be like you, my brother, or like
if I brought a baby,
Tyler, or something like a nigga that I've known for. Like I can't let you go out like that. I can't.
Yeah, bro. If I show up, because if you show up with a baby like that, I'm looking at you. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna be like, Matt,
that's your kid.
I'm gonna be like Test. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Test. Like Johnny, that nigga need a test.
I'm gonna just look at you and I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be like,
you got kids, Reese?
I'm gonna be like, I'm just back and forth.
This is what we going with. This what we going with. This what we.
And I'm gonna start doing the math. So, when was this baby born? When did y'all meet? Oh, okay. Y'all been together how long?
Y'all been together 7 months. The
bro,
baby's already here.
And I started asking him all the questions. And the numbers he's giving me, I'm like, this shit, nigga,
I'm 20.
I'm not a mathematician. I took
keep it to yourself. Wrap that bitch up, Reese.
He got 20?
No, he said he's only 20. Yeah, bro.
Oh,
wrap
he's only
that bitch
20.
up.
Yeah, don't have no kids. Especially don't have no kids.
Early right now, nigga. That shit's...
Don't have no kids with just any female. Just don't be nutting in them. Like...
Dismount. Like you're at the Olympics, nigga. You're going for gold every time. Paint that bitch. Picasso.
Mother's like, oh, wrap it up. You should wrap it up for safety because these bitches are dirty. But, also, I ain't never get a girl pregnant because I never nutted in a girl. I always pulled out. And none of them ever got pregnant, to my knowledge. So, pulling out works. I'm a testament to that. Pulling out works, bro. Like, yeah, you can do the whole pre-cum argument, and like there are very fertile women who get pregnant from pre-cum. That can happen. It's a small ass percentage, but it can happen.
That nigga said he's blessed. It ain't been him.
It has not been me to my knowledge, so I'm good.
Me and Mira struggle with that every day. I let Mira know when we first got together. Look, if somebody shows up with a baby and it looked like me, we just gonna go ahead and get the test and we gonna call it what it is. Cause I know I was fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, so if they show up, let's not call her a bitch immediately. We gonna be like, how old is this baby? I gotta do the math real quick. We gonna do the math, and then we go we either going to the left or we going to the right. If the test come back negative, we going to the right. If the test come back positive, nigga, I'm gonna go to the left. I'm probably gonna cry real hard. Real hard. I'm gonna be in the shower for at least 20 minutes. Crying real hard. Minutes. Big nigga tears.
That's crazy getting all that shit out. Then somebody will come in, nah, I'm taking a shower, nigga.
Yeah. Leave me the fuck alone.
It's raining in here, bitch.
Yeah, I gotta get this up off me. I had to hit that plies. I couldn't imagine having a kid now, nigga. I can't imagine having a kid. That crying in the shower.
That nigga be singing that shit. It's too late to apologize. Oh God, that shit's funny as fuck, bro. No way. Nah, hell no. Happening to some people. Cause there's guys that I know that are just
not the Leroy Jenkins, nigga. I would be crying my ass off, nigga. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What?
If I found out, like, if somebody came to you right now and like a girl showed up and you remembered her, and she's like, yeah, this is your 12-year-old son.
12, nigga. What the fuck? I mean, there's no way it'd be 12. It'd be like.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 28.
When did you start fucking?
15.
So, nigga, that's very, very possible.
Yeah, but
that's very, very possible. Yeah, nigga.
No, it's not possible because I was so good at pulling out.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, nigga, and I'm telling you, I was wrapping up. So like, but the thing, I was wrapping up and pulling out. Like, but the thing is, like, if they showed up and you were like, damn, and you looked at, like, you would be able to tell. You would look at the girl, you'd be like, damn, I did hit. Fuck. And so you would have to, like, what I'm saying is, then if you find out that that's really yours, you done missed out on.
But I'm like, how many niggas you done hit, bro? Stop playing. How many niggas done hit you? Like, stop playing.
Yeah, but if the kid's around the 8, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be upset at first. I'm gonna get the DNA test.
I'm not worried about none of that shit until that shit says positive match.
Then you crying.
Until that shit says 90% match.
When that shit says 90%, yeah, it's gonna cry.
Like,
you gonna have a big grown up.
Where's the other 10%, nigga? Where's the other 10%, nigga? This shit 90%, my baby. Stop playing, bro. Where's the other 10? It's her? Stop. Yeah, you're cap. They be like, she's the other 10. Like, no, bitch.
Y'all need to run this test. Matt gonna be in there acting a fool. Y'all gotta run this again.
2 tests, nigga. 2 separate hospitals, or however the fuck. 2 separate companies.
I need 2 separate labs.
Hell no. She gonna be like, I got the results right here. No, I'm getting my own results, bitch. You gotta be fucked up. That shit would be wild, though.
That shit would be fucking wild. One of my old homeboys played that prank on me.
There'd be some shit to deal with.
That was like last year, the year before. One of my homeboys played that prank on me. He was like, "Hey, yo, you remember this girl? You remember Brittany that you used to?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You know, she had a kid after you, like right before you left for the military." I was like, "Nigga, send me a picture of this jit, light skinned jit, curly hair like mine, but lighter than me, like lighter than me." And I'm like, "Nigga, stop playing with me. Brown eyes. He got ears like my grandfather." My mom seen the picture. My mom said, "Marcus, whose baby is that?"
Not mine, nigga.
I told my mom. I said, "Mom, my boy James says that this could be my baby." And I haven't known for like 10 plus years. He's like 11. And my mom was like, "Marcus, stop playing with me." I said, "Nigga, I'm trying to get him to stop playing with me." So she's like, "Send me another picture." And then there's another picture that legit at his head like this, looking like me inside all my middle school pictures. Marcus, my mom said, "Marcus,
you better get a test." Well, she knows who the father is, though. Like, that's the thing. They be like, "Hey, you know who that baby daddy is?" All right, bet. As long as she says yes, we're good. If she says no, and she's like,
I haven't talked to Brittany since.
It's you, nigga.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Brittany since I got back. And Brittany invited me to go to Spain with her family and told me she had something to tell me when we went. And like Mary was sitting next to me, she seen the text.
Hell no.
And
hell, you ain't got shit to tell me,
nigga. I was like, damn. What if when she invited us to go to Spain, she was trying to tell me that this was my son? Because she didn't just invite me. I told her. I sent her a text and said, "I'm with somebody. Her name's Mira. We're together right now." She said, "Cool. She can come with you. I have something I got to tell you." I was like, "Oh,
hey, this your baby. Get to Spain. This your baby."
Nigga, I'd have thrown up.
His name's Jose.
I'd have thrown up.
I'd have thrown up.
Bro, what else do you do at that point?
I'd have got on that plane. I'd have got back on the plane. I'd have been like, yeah, nah, all right, we out of here. You ready to go? You done flew me all the way out here to ruin my fucking trip like this?
You ain't even gonna enjoy the trip, nigga?
That's not my kid, bro. Stop playing. Cause no, cause whole time this kid gonna try to get to know me. I'm like, bro, where's the test? How do we get a test done in Spain, bro? How? Where do we go? I'm gonna be looking that shit up.
You can't just enjoy the trip.
That shit just blew my whole trip, bro. What the
Nigga,
fuck?
you just gotta wait till you get back. Listen, I'll be like, okay, that could be my baby.
Fuck, no, I'm not gonna sit here whole trip think about, damn.
I'm not thinking.
Now I gotta think about if this is my baby. All right, now I gotta think about co-parenting with this bitch. I gotta think about maybe potentially child support. Where's this kid gonna sleep? I'm gonna have to pick up another job. Like, yeah, hell no. I'm not.
No.
That's gonna ruin your whole trip, nigga. Hell
no, because well, I mean, her and her family are inviting you to Spain. Obviously, they got more money than you got, so they're probably not looking for none of that. They probably just wanted you to know that you're the dad.
They could have told me that shit over the phone, bro. What the fuck? Hell no. Since they got bread like that, they could pay for an international call. Like, they could have told me before they left. You gotta waste no damn time, money. You know how that's a long ass flight. Fuck no. Hell no. That shit's like 16 hours.
Bruh, you'd be mad?
I'd be pissed. Well, like, why did you just waste everybody's time, nigga? I'm leaving. Like, fuck. You just wasted your money, your time, like my time. Fuck.
Get my ticket to go back now.
Yeah, my shit's I'm literally refunding this bitch right now. I'm going today. They can move me up. Fuck that shit.
What? Nigga, why would you not just enjoy the time?
There's no enjoying the time. Cause now I don't know. These niggas done brought me all the way out here to tell me that this is my baby without even really knowing 100% if it's my child or not. They're just like, yeah, this.
Yeah, nigga, you just enjoy the trip. Just take it out your mind until the trip is over.
That's not possible. Hell
yeah,
no.
nigga, I'd just
Fuck
be sitting there. That nigga be like, Dad. I'd be like, who was he calling?
Keep that kid away from me. Ain't no way. That kid couldn't even be around me. If I did think about staying, that kid I could never see that kid. I
You
could
be
not
watching
see
everything that kid do. You be like, that nigga don't even walk like me. Look at the way that nigga walk.
That's crazy. That nigga goofy.
That nigga all of a sudden he go to spitting game at some of these foreign bitches. You gonna be like, damn, that might be my jit.
Damn.
He done picked up 2 of them bitches in the last 20 minutes. Damn.
His real dad could have been a player. Fuck, I don't know. His real pop somewhere out there still running that same game. Same tired ass game. That's I don't know. That couldn't be me.
Oh man. That's like I was at my job, bro. One of these girls, I was working in her apartment, bro. Nigga, walked into this girl's apartment this week, and that bitch was just on the bed. That toy, nigga, big as fuck, plugged into the wall.
What? The wand? No way.
Not even a wand, nigga.
What the fuck?
Boy, that bitch was just wild.
They had that bitch plugged into the wall. They needed that supercharger.
They needed 110 volts for that motherfucker.
That shit is crazy, bro. No way, bro. They wanted the power in that bitch. That's fucking wild.
Be out here talking about niggas don't know what they doing. Business cause ain't nobody follow behind that.
Bro, you got a jackhammer in your fucking bed, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You here get clapped by an oil derrick. You want me to compete with that?
It's a machine, bro. Like, I'm a human being.
Like, I get tired.
Fuck are you talking about, nigga? Fatigue is real. All you gotta do is
the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, nigga.
All you gotta do is grease that bitch up and fuel that bitch. That's it. That bitch gonna go.
You
put some Energizer Bunny batteries in that hole. That bitch is going all day, nigga. I can't do that. I got shit to do. Fuck. That's crazy, bro. Hell no.
Oh, I gotta pop 6 Blue Chews just to fuck with you.
That's crazy. Not 6? Damn. 6 Blue Chews is insane. You gotta be like on a low dosage to pop 6?
Demon time, nigga. Niggas is really out there doing that to women though. Popping 2 Red Bulls or a Red Bull and a Rockstar and then popping a Blue Chew and shit like that. Niggas have
That's the combo?
Yeah, bro.
I don't get it. Well, I mean, I do get it.
I get it, nigga. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no, it's actually bad for you.
That's nigga. I mean, I get it. You're gonna impress that one female, but that's all you got to impress, nigga. Then your shit might not work, nigga. I'm afraid of diabetes because your shit might not work.
If you take it like if you're like taking it regularly, then that's a problem. Like, but if you're taking it like here and there at a young age, it's not gonna cause like ED. But if you're taking that shit like regularly, yeah, you're gonna have a fucking problem. And that's unhealthy because why are you not having healthy erections at that? That's a whole different conversation.
Nigga, I used to know niggas that were back in the day, nigga, that would grab a Fort Loco and one of them Rhino pills or one of them Jackrabbits.
And that nigga shit don't work today, nigga. Like the fuck, that nigga shit don't work no more.
Nah,
that nigga having kidney failure.
Them niggas used to be plotting on a bitch. It's like it'd be like one of the bad bitches. They finally got her, and it'd be one of your ugly homeboys. He was like, my dog told me, my dog. What was that nigga name? I can't remember that nigga name.
I don't know. Back then, we didn't need shit like that. That's. I don't know.
Nigga, he didn't.
I used to see those in the store, and I'd be like, "What?"
I didn't think he needed it either. But he had finally. So the girl he had been plotting on, her name was Felicia, bro. He'd been plotting on her since like our freshman year, and so like junior or senior year, nigga. That nigga, she finally was like, "Fuck it, come on over." She had just broke up with her boyfriend. He was like, "Boy, I'm about to put a stamp on this bitch." I was like, "What?" And he said, "Come pick me up real quick. You know, I'll toss you 20 for gas. Come pick me up. Take me to the store real quick." That nigga came out the store. That nigga got the brown bag. I said, "Nigga, you got a Fort Loco?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Cause I don't want this bitch to end." I was like, "What?" Then that nigga pulled out that pack and went like this. I said, "Nigga, what the fuck is that?" He said, "It's one of them Jackrabbits." He's like, "You remember your uncle? Your uncle told us you take one of these, you jumping off the dresser. I'm about to put her through it."
That nigga said, "I'm just WWE this bitch, SmackDown, bitch. I'm about to off the top turnbuckle."
Yeah, bro.
Dropping this bitch.
That nigga said, "I'm trying to Rey Mysterio through the belt,
no
through the ropes,
no,
nigga."
No way.
I will say this: he must have done what he said because
stupid ass,
bruh, nigga. He must have done what he said because she was telling everybody, she was like, "Yeah, don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga had me turned up all night.
That nigga's on demon time." No way. That's crazy. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I used to do that without any of that. Like, so, like, bitches be like, "Are you gonna finish?"
Nigga,
no,
for him,
I'm not gonna get there. Are you done? You getting raw? All right, we can stop because I'm not ready. Like, this, it's not happening.
Yeah, your box is trash. Your box is whack, bitch.
I didn't want to say that, but I mean, hey, it could have been that. Could have been that. I don't know. Even bitches with phenomenal cat. The wettest shit. Just say, "Nah, this is not finna happen."
Nigga, even if it's wet, bro.
I'm gonna go home and beat my shit and I'm gonna finish later. Like, when I'm not nutting anywhere near you. No, hell no. I'm sorry. I pull out, buddy. I wasn't trusting no females. Females will, even with that shit with Drake, they'll go in the trash can, pull the condom out the trash can, and inseminate themselves.
Nigga, like I said, I wasn't worried about none of that. Like, I was,
nigga. That third eye was moving, bitch. I was like, yeah, these females is out here plotting. And especially in the military, like, them bitches will try to rope your ass, especially when we about to go into play.
That nigga said, even if the box is great, I'm not coming. Nigga, hey, yo, shout out to you. That's different. If the box is great, I'm coming.
Said the guy.
I'm coming.
The box is straight up coming.
No the box is straight, I'm coming.
No way. I'll come in her mouth. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm not coming in the box.
Yeah.
I'll paint that bitch like Picasso. I'll dismount on your ass and just paint the entire room.
I was a whole porn star, bro.
Nigga,
I was
I look like I'm trying to fucking jack start some shit. Like you out.
Oh,
I'm the shake weight commercial in Fast Forward, nigga.
Here it comes. You ready? Bitch got her titties like.
nigga, I'm cranking her head back like a Pez dispenser. I'm trying to hit the top of your fucking mouth.
No way, bro. Oh my god. See, that's what I'm saying. I was a fucking man. Like, so I didn't need no. I used to wonder like what type of niggas would take these shits. Like, and I'm like, it's got to be older niggas that just coming in here and they got a bitch in the car and they're like, yeah, I need him. Like they just going grocery shopping on them hoes. Like, I didn't get it. Like, I would see them bitches right next to the register, and I'm like looking at them, and I'm like, I would talk to like the Indian nigga, like, yo, niggas really take these? Like, yeah, buddy, you want one? I'm like, no, I don't need none of that shit.
I remember.
He's like, yeah, you
when I was a kid, bro, I was like, what the fuck are these? Because they always had like an animal on them. They had like the hornet or like a rabbit,
A rhino.
or a rhino, or a gorilla. Nigga.
I remember the rhino one, bro. I was like, what the fuck? And then they had the female, the pink one. Bro.
Oh my god,
them hoes work apparently, but they had that, and I'm like, what the fuck? The pink pussy pill. What the fuck they got going on in
bro,
here?
that shit.
I'm like, what the fuck? Are we on TikTok?
We're on everything.
We're on TikTok, right?
Everything.
We can't curse.
Why?
We can't curse on TikTok.
It's scary.
What? No, there's major censorship on TikTok. Like I get the other platform.
Well, fuck it. If we get banned, we just got on there. I'm not.
Yeah.
Really
Okay. Never mind.
This will be the first and last podcast we get on there. Fuck them.
But yeah, no, that shit is wild though. Like that Bluetooth shit. That I ain't gonna lie. I took some of that shit. That shit works, bro. That shit is crazy.
You took a Bluetooth?
Yeah, but that shit works. That shit.
The fuck you took a Bluetooth for?
I wanted to see if that shit really works, bro. Like that shit really works. Cause I've taken like male enhancement supplements before, bro. And I was like, this shit doesn't do anything. Like this, and I was like, man, cause niggas was like, bro, these shits work. I'm like, oh, let me try these hoes. Shit don't ever really work for me. Like I took test boosters. I took like a couple test boosters, and only one worked out of like there 4 different ones that I took. And that one that worked, bro, that shit had me ready to take over the world, bro. I was about to be a super villain. Like
that nigga was on edge. Take that nigga pistol away from me.
Yeah, but I wanted to have sex with every female I saw, bro. And then my niggas would be like, yo, but she's a bucket, bro. Stop. Bro, I'm like, what? For real? Like, yeah, look at her again. I'm like, oh,
I'm still crashing.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, yeah, okay, y'all got that. But then I'm like, her ass fat as fuck though. I'm like, that ass is fat as fuck. What is you saying? He's like, bro, stop playing. Like my niggas, I don't know. My niggas used to be on that type of shit. They used to not. We used to get on each other. Like nigga, no. If she was like a 5 and below, that's a no go.
Yeah, that's the no fly zone, nigga.
Hell
We can't be out here taking L's like that because you represent us.
Unless like it was for like a team effort shit. You feel me? Because I was the talkative nigga. I would go talk to the group of females. I would go talk to a whole group of females by myself. And just like, hey, yo, so where y'all going next? Type shit. And I'm like, yeah, these my homeboys over here. We just trying to chill, this and that. And I'm trying to get them niggas in the group. Because they got bad bitches in the group. But there's busted bitches in the group. You feel me? So I'm trying to get over there. And then obviously, if I'm over here doing this, I'm not getting a busted bitch. Like that. I'm putting in all the work. I'm not about to get a busted bitch. Y'all gonna have to disseminate later when we get to the after spot. But nah, that shit. That shit is crazy though. Niggas is out here en masse buying all this fake shit. All this.
Did you see how they disrespected Jesus for the Paris Olympics?
Jesus. No, I mean there was so much shit, bro. I haven't even watched all the events yet, but like.
No, for the opening.
Yeah, and I didn't even watch all of it because there was so much shit going on, bro. Like all I did watch was the Lady Gaga performance or whatever the fuck that was, of her singing French or some shit. I don't know. I don't know what she was saying, obviously. So
one of the UCF fighters came out there and was like, "Hey, yo, boycott this shit."
I was watching that last night, so that shit was crazy.
What?
The UCF, the pay-per-view fight 304 last night. That shit, I don't know. Sometimes that shit making me think that shit is rigged, bro.
All of that shit is rigged, bro. It's okay that it's rigged. It's because like it has to be rigged, just like all major sporting events are rigged, because it's not about the sport anymore. It's about the entertainment value. It's all become entertainment.
Right.
It's like back in the day, like when the gladiator pits first started and nobody was interested in them in Rome. They were real gladiators fighting. Then, when they became an entertainment sport to keep people entertained and away from like problems of going on in the real world, the gladiators started getting more prestige. That's when you've seen soldiers retire and go into the gladiatorial pits, and they're fighting lions, and they're injecting like some of the lions they're injecting with poison before they go out, like feeding them bad meat and shit. So these niggas could really off the lion. But then, you got 6 of those matches under your belt. Now we about to put a real lion in there with you. This nigga ain't ate in 3 days. He about to tear that ass up. Because it has to be entertainment. And we have bets placed. Like, we got to make sure listen, Chunkules, your ass ain't making it this today.
And that's the biggest thing that I understand. Like, they they have to appease certain crowds to maintain and grow their populace. But like, it's hard to tell what they have as far as like what's real and what's actually like organized. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the fights and everything is real, but some like other parts of it are obviously organized. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
My thing is anything that's a major sporting event now.
Like the fighting is real, but like who's gonna win or
they already know in the back. Like
you know
niggas can really go out there and throw hands for real. But at the end of the day, that nigga knows that if he does fuck around and win,
mm-hmm.
like nigga, just take your dive. Niggas are even getting up in the UFC, not like they used to before. Niggas used to get up after they got knocked out, and niggas could barely stand the fuck up. Now them niggas just be sitting there, standing next to that nigga, and niggas be like, "Oh no, smelling salts are just better now." No, nigga, that nigga knew he had to lay down to take home that $2 million paycheck.
Yeah, I mean, but like what they consider like is a victory is crazy too, because like a guy could be down and he could be getting like pummeled or whatever, and still be conscious. But the ref is just gonna call the fight when that nigga is still like in the fight. Like unless he's unconscious, nigga, keep that bitch going. Fuck they talking about? Because if a nigga, like if somebody, which it's a fight. Like if somebody gets hit all of a sudden and they weren't expected to, and they get dazed, and it's gonna take you like 15 to 20 seconds maybe to completely recover from that, and meanwhile whole time you're stumbling, this guy's getting on top of you, still continuing to hit you. You're not necessarily defending yourself properly because you're still stunned, like, and then they're gonna call that. Like, no, nigga, until that nigga's down and out, bro, do not call that shit, bro. That shit has me pissed off, because that shit happened last night, bro. Shit happened last night.
I mean, they started.
Motherfucker hit him with a jab, stunned him, and he fell back, and then got on top of him and just started pummeling him. Not even with like some super fucking smackers. Like he's like, you feel me? Just doing this shit, and then the rest like, nope, that's it. Let them niggas fight, bro.
Open that bitch up. You like me, you just want to see a blood sport again. When the UFC first started, niggas be in that bitch down there half dead, still trying to really get with some shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Niggas need to be in that because they spend
all that money.
You getting paid all this money.
Bro, listen,
all this shit is about you.
That?
You better get the fuck in there and work, nigga.
Nigga, listen.
You better work for that paycheck.
Listen, that's what I'm talking about. Niggas get mad at me too because I'm like football, basketball. Like I'm not interested in none of that shit no more. These niggas get paid all this money, but these niggas ain't.
Oh, these guys are getting injured and everything. That is a full contact sport, nigga. You knew
that's your job.
Yeah, you knew what you signed up for.
You're getting $200 million a contract. Your ass needs to bleed once a season. I need to see blood once a season.
Broken something, nigga. The fuck? Talking about your health, nigga. You in a full contact man sport.
Nigga, I'm working in construction, making less than $200 million a year. My body is going to be beat the fuck up by the time I'm 60, and I'm supposed to be okay with it. But you're making $200 million a year to do a bunch of...
Not that much, but yeah, like millions of dollars a year. Yes.
Tyreek Hill just signed a $200 million contract. Well, it's not over a year, but it's a 4-year, $200 million contract with $110 million of it guaranteed to the Miami Dolphins for 4 years. Nigga, you need to be Ray Lewis hit. I want to see... Listen, I love Tyreek Hill. I think he's funny as shit. He's a great player, but I need a Ray Lewis in the game because I want to see that nigga lose his breath. I want that nigga to get... and think about it. Be like, damn, was this $10 million really worth it this year?
But that's people will say that's fucked up, but that's the sport, nigga. That's what we watch. That's what we pay to watch. Yeah, that's what we tune in for. We don't tune in to see no niggas patty caking. Like, I'm trying to see a motherfucker bleed.
Never an intention.
I need organized violence.
Organized violence is crazy.
I mean, because, like, violence, like, that's bad, right? For society. I need organized violence. Like,
honestly, I don't even think violence is bad for society in general.
It is. I mean, let's not do that.
I don't think no.
Like crazy.
Overall, violence is what helped keep people in check for a long time. But when you knew that the consequences of your actions could indicate you getting knocked the fuck out in a public space,
physical repercussion.
Yeah,
that could affect you.
Yes. You stopped acting and listen, it only took you one time going to the bar thinking you were top dog and to have some no-name nigga look like he homeless, knock your ass out one good time, for you to be like, you know what, maybe that last shit I said when I said that nigga's mama sucks dick in hell for donuts might have been not okay statement. Might not have been the best statement. Maybe next time I should take accountability for my actions, draw back, and learn to proceed with caution. Because not everybody gives a fuck about me.
So certain types of violence.
I'm not just saying outwardly in the street, just blatant violence. But I'm just saying, I don't think all violence is necessarily bad.
This motherfucker trying to have a purge. Like, the fuck? Violence is... I mean, violence is a teacher. I will...
Clearly, there was
and especially
never
for men,
an
violence
intention.
is because when you have a young man or a young boy that's fucking up, you have to physically correct him, because all that verbal communication and
I'm gonna say most of them, because I definitely wasn't.
Sure.
I definitely didn't need no verbal correction. A verbal correction only went so far. You told me not to do something. Good luck.
But that's for most men. That's what I'm saying. Most boys growing up, like, that's men need that physical repercussion of violence, and because that's really the only way you learn, like, what the consequences of your actions actually are. And it sounds fucked up, but you got to think about the real world, real nature, like the consequences of you losing in nature. You get your ass killed. You just got ate by a fucking tiger. You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't fast enough. That's real consequences. And I get we're not that barbaric, right? So, but there's still like factual reinforcement or evidence that's reinforced through nature. Like, listen, and we are natural beings. Like, listen, even though we made all this fucking this world that we live in now, like, we're still natural beings. Like, everything that we do derives from our nature, how we are as human beings. Like,
listen, all I'm saying,
that shit's crazy.
Pain reinforces learning.
Right, but a lot of people will say, like, that's not necessarily the case all the time. But in general, you know, for the most part, especially for men, young boys, that is true. I would say.
Right,
I would say.
Listen, watch this shit here. This is what the opening. Did you watch the opening ceremonies for the Paris Olympic Games?
I didn't, bro, because there's shit like this on there. Oh God. Is this? Are you showing them this too as well?
I'm about to show this as well.
Man.
No way they did this, right? That's what I was saying. I was like, no way. I was like, they're capping.
And this, like, what has me so, like, just, I'm really on the fence, because I like to let people express themselves and be themselves, and I don't want to tell them, like, you can't do it.
We're past that point.
But
we're past that
also,
point.
This weird shit is affecting people. Like, it's affecting everybody. It's affecting kids. It's affecting culture. It's affecting religion. Like, it's affecting everything.
Listen,
like, morality in general.
I used to be all for everybody gets to do what they want to do. I'm at that point now where I'm like, all right, we're done.
We got to draw the line somewhere.
Bro, listen, there's another clip I wanted to show you where this woman is literally arguing with these radio hosts on why they need to add the P into LGBTQ. Don't think too hard about it, nigga. It's nasty.
I don't know what the P could be, maybe?
Yes, you could. It's a special victims unit word.
Oh.
It ends in O-file.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, wait. Wow, what the fuck?
Wait.
Hold on.
No, watch this.
You gonna do that, then you gonna say some shit like that, and then play this shit. Think about to overload me, dude. We about to get, what the
So that's the reenactment. They had a bunch of drag queens reenact.
Be yourself, man. Like,
reenact the Last Supper during the Paris opening. That's
not what that is.
That is?
That's not what that is, bro.
The fat one in the middle is Jesus.
Damn. You sons of bitches. You motherfuckers is crazy. That's a man in the blue?
Yes, everything up there is a man.
Second from the right. Just to the left of the nigga in the white with the pink top on.
Yeah, that's a nigga.
That's a nigga. And then next to that, that's a dude.
That's all niggas.
And then the next to that is a dude.
Nigga.
Bro, oh my God, bro. and the chick in the middle. That's a female.
Nigga, it says right there. It's the act included a parody of The Last Supper. They've almost tried to erase this from fucking the internet because motherfuckers went nuts, went fucking ballistic, as they should.
That's fucking bro. What are they saying?
This was just a bunch of comments. I was trying to find the actual video because the actual video is just wild. Nigga. I was like, when we were growing up, there ain't no fucking way they could have done no shit like that.
Wait, who did that though? Like, was it
The Olympic Games allowed that to happen. They had that, so that's what everybody was so pissed about. They were like,
Yeah.
y'all knew what they were going to do before it was done.
Because they have to have it planned
Out.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
to the T.
Because they have to have the photo crew, the camera crew come in there, record it, shoot it live, have the lighting, have makeup, all that has to be. They gotta organize that shit.
Yes.
So, damn, Daniel, damn.
Like they literally knew all of that.
How much should good?
And they want people to be transparent and outspoken, but when we say like we don't like shit or agree with shit like that, we're bigots and we're being mean, we're being toxic and masculine, like, or overly masculine, or whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Like, niggas couldn't even pretend like it wasn't that. Like, niggas seen that shit immediately. I know everybody was like, what the fuck are they doing?
Is that what I think it is? Damn, bro. I mean, it is Paris, though. You know, they're into that new explorative, creative
Nigga.
theme of do what you want to. You know what I'm saying? Do
Oh,
what you want to do.
are they? Because
Do
you
what
know
you
what they
wanna
did?
do
You know what they
as long
did do?
What?
They definitely did put Muhammad in that bitch.
The prophet?
Yeah. Bet they won't do that. Dude, I bet your closing ceremony isn't a mockery of Muhammad in any way.
That'd be crazy.
I bet they don't do that one.
But like, let's be honest though. If they did that, nothing would happen. Like, shit's not gonna happen. Like, no one's gonna have any repercussions, bro. Like, because of this, no one like people are gonna.
But that's what I'm saying. If they did the other one, if they did the one I just suggested,
yeah. Well, yeah, because there's certain people that are.
Oh, there's more than certain. There's a third of the planet.
Yeah.
That is about to be at that doorstep.
But I mean, other than the people who own substantial influence in certain areas because of their beliefs and whatnot, there could be repercussion. But like I'm saying, there's still
Ooh.
niggas just gonna be tweeting on
Nigga,
X.
Paris is where that Ariana Grande concert got blown up. You think these motherfuckers is above doing that shit twice? Over the prophet? You were over there in the dirt too, nigga. You know. Do not play with them niggas and
They're
what
not
they
gonna do that shit in Paris. Like Paris, they gonna take it out on Paris? Like fuck.
Absolutely.
Paris ain't got nothing to do with it. They were just hosting the game. Nigga,
Okay. And since y'all wanted to host the games and allowed that shit to go through,
y'all
about to host it.
It was the Olympic committee that allowed that shit to go happen. Like,
and guess what?
How you bomb them?
So,
like the fuck?
Why the fuck would you bomb at an Ariana Grande concert? Ariana Grande ain't got nothing to do with that.
I don't even know. I didn't even know that happened. I
Yeah.
thought the Ariana Grande concert,
Yeah. Had a dude with a vest in it.
he blew that bitch up,
Cow.
and maybe maybe he didn't have anything to do with anything. He was just like, there's a bunch of bitches here. Fuck what they talking about. They talking about that blasphemy. Boom.
Yeah. So put the Prophet Muhammad on your next stage entrance and see if y'all. I bet y'all don't get through the Olympic Games.
Not bombing the Olympic Games, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's not going to be any repercussions. Like, no repercussions like that to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, those are radicalists that are in line with other people of the same faith. There aren't really too. Well, I'm not gonna say there aren't. There are extremists in Christian that share Christian beliefs, but I don't think they go to the extent of bombing like the Olympic Games, because then you gotta. It's a process. That shit just don't happen. You got to get over there with the shit. or you got to
you mean the millions of them that they took in as refugees?
Who? Of Christians?
Oh no, Muslims.
Oh yeah, no, I see what you're saying. No,
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about they would have to get nigga. They just took in hella refugees and started giving them niggas money. Nigga, y'all's catacombs is going up.
Yeah, they gonna sink that whole city. Them niggas working infrastructure jobs,
bro.
They know what they doing. They gonna blow the sewer line,
bro. Oh god, y'all just had that
shitty ass sewer line y'all got over there.
Boy, that's gonna be the city of shit.
It's not gonna be
so
a city.
I can't even find the full video, but in the video, like during the performance, there were like acts of like basically like representing like threesomes happening on the table and shit like that.
Word.
Yeah, bro.
Word.
They have lost their mind.
Yeah, that's surprising, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it? Because they got away with it on BET.
They got away with what on BET?
That same thing?
They did that on BET?
Yeah, Ariana Grande did that on BET.
She did that?
Literally. Bro, oh my god, I've never brought this up on the podcast.
She did that, though.
Watch.
Like, what they just did, the Last Supper shit? Because that is egregious, to be honest. And then you want people of the religion to respect your views and your morals and your, you know, way of life or whatever.
Got it. Got you. What do people think of KFC in America? KFC in America is hit or miss. It depends on which one you go to.
KFC in America is ass, bro. What the fuck?
Hit or miss.
That shit is ass always. It's KFC, bro.
Are you a Popeyes nigga?
I mean, I don't like any of it, but I would eat Popeyes before KFC, sure. What's going on?
This is at the VMAs literally a few years ago. I seen this and I was like, yeah, this shit is this is her performing her song, right?
Oh God, yeah. A lot of people had a problem with the song, but it's a song. It's
no,
art.
bro. But okay, but
it's
then
like,
after they had a problem with the song,
yeah.
Look, this is all representative of the Last Supper. She did the exact same thing they did.
Right, but I get this.
I get
this. Like this.
No, because this is how you start stepping stones into what you seen there. Like this is literally it. This is them testing water. Like
no, but the fact that they take this and interpret it as that, like no, fuck no, because
bro,
like this is already outrageous. This is already because the fact that these women, this woman is comfortable enough to say and sing a song like that has.
Bro, it wasn't even that for everybody. It was how sexual the theme behind it is. It's like you could do.
Well, I get the premise of the song and all that, but like I understand like it is conflicting with.
You would like to try Popeyes, Reese? Popeyes is hit or miss too. You know, Raising Cane's is it though.
Smack, all the way.
But I also like a Bojangles, so don't let me lie to y'all.
Wow.
Bojangles is fire.
Popeyes is. I'm just saying, KFC is ass, but that shit right there, I don't know because it gets to be like a point of like.
Contention
with expressing art and contradicting someone's belief and morality, like so they're like, where do we draw the line between okay, you're an artist who's
KFC
expressing
in England is good. I would try KFC in England. I bet that bitch is gas. Everything that's overseas that's like fast food is like a million times better that I've tried before. Like even on post inside Germany. The fucking like
cat.
The shit was like they had some restaurants over there that were American that were fucking fire.
I don't even think I would go to an American restaurant overseas, to be honest. I don't see the point in that
because their menu is different. Like it
is. Yes, I know there's certain sides and shit and different.
No, it's not even the sides. It's like the meat quality and shit.
Yeah, but I'm not going to like Germany for no fucking quarter pounder.
Like no, I'm not gonna. That's not why I was there. It's not like I went there.
But I'm not gonna step foot. I'm not even.
But like after you eat German food for so long, you're like, nigga, I would kill for just like an American cheeseburger.
It's not gonna be American, nigga. That's what you're saying.
No. It is. It's still because they make it. They just have better quality ingredients. Like it It looks like the
It's not
quarter
the same
pounder.
shit.
It looks like the same quarter pounder that's on the TV. You know, when you get yours in America, the lettuce be all droopy. That bitch look like it's been through some shit. You like, damn.
I've been beat the fuck up. For
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but you go to the one over in Germany, that bitch, the bun looked like it was just baked. These niggas got real meat on that bitch. It's still juicy. You like, damn.
Nah, but I feel like people over there are like looking at it like this beat up ass, like the same way we're looking at our shit. They're looking at their shit like this beat up ass burger. Nigga.
Nah, when they come over here, nigga, they get mad. Like, they'll go, like, because some
What
of
the
them
fuck
like
is
our
this?
food. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, what the fuck is this?
Nah.
Like, this is what McDonald's looks like over here. Y'all's McDonald's sucks.
Yeah, because it's fast fucking food, buddy. Like it's fast food.
Like in Japan, I'm not gonna lie, I went to McDonald's in Japan.
I would never go to like McDonald's in Japan. Like I would go. I want some sushi, nigga. Some
I did.
real
I was
deal
eating-
bill
I was-
sushi.
I was eating all that shit too, but like one of the locals, one of the girls was like, "Oh, have you like?" I was like, "Nigga, McDonald's, it's McDonald's."
McDonald's is an L.
Yeah, nigga. No, we went there
Big ass
and
L in the name.
we went there, and I was like, "Oh, this is different." Like they had fresh chicken and shit like that. Like they had a rotisserie chicken. I was like, "Oh, that's gas."
I don't-
Why the fuck ain't that in America, nigga?
Yeah, I don't want none of that. Cause now I'm just being mad when I do go to. If I do go to those places in America, I'm like, damn, they ain't got this. Now I'm gonna start comparing them to the places back over there. I'm like, that's crazy.
Now I just need to leave. But yeah, bro, people just get too comfortable making fun of people's religions, bro, and it just gets south.
But they're not. That's not their intentions, and you gotta
No,
understand
that is
that.
their
That's not.
intention.
I mean, it's not to make fun of their religion, but they are using the religion
If you-
to those people that,
Would
that
you
respect those.
Would you do it to any other religion? Are they gonna do it to the Hindu religion? Because she ain't dressed as in nobody from Hindu religion since. Has they done it? Like what I'm saying is, if there was no mockery behind it, and your stance is it's all good fun. The only people who I've seen stand on that stance are
No,
really
it's them
stand.
expressing themselves.
Yeah, but the only people that's what I'm saying. The only people I've seen really stand on that that stance and not do anything, like take everything beyond the pale. Are you guys religious? I am. I'm not a major religion person. Are you religious, Reese? Are you? You're not. You're not religious.
I'm not religious. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not religious. I am to a certain degree.
I mean, I grew up in religion, but I'm not a personal believer of any religion or ideology. Like, I believe in what I believe in based on facts and evidence, and what I see is proven to be
That nigga said God ain't real.
factual. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know. There's no facts to prove that he isn't. There's no facts to prove that he is. Like, and that's my biggest problem. You know, I do believe in a higher power. I don't think it's just coincidence that we're all here and we're.
That nigga said no. That nigga said no. I'm not. But feel like I get closer to it all the time, nigga. I was like, I hit
Nigga
a
be
point.
getting high as fuck. That's
Yeah,
what he
yeah,
said.
yeah.
That's what he said. That nigga
I was-
be getting high as fuck.
Nigga, I was
If I would be any religion, I'd probably be like a Rastafarian or some shit.
I was religious, and then I got out of it because I was like, all this shit seemed like none of y'all can really show me, like, none of y'all are telling me how to prove nothing and everything. Then I found the classes I attend now, and them niggas, they dissect.
You step out in faith.
Nah,
In,
Like
blind,
my-
in blind, unyielding faith.
like my motherfucker,
Okay, bitch.
the nigga that run our classes, that nigga be dissecting everything. The best part about it is he takes questions from everybody. He don't give a fuck. You call in, if you're watching him on YouTube and you call in and ask a question, he answers the question right there. Like he ain't got, but he makes it easier for it to make sense. Like for me, like I can go, okay, so because at one point I was like, okay, so prove to me that the Bible's real. Like prove something, give me something to let me know how all these
the
books.
Bible is real. Of course it's real. It's a book written
No,
by
no, but
men,
what I'm-
though. It's my
But,
biggest problem.
that's what I'm saying. Like, prove to me that what these men are saying was like either real, facts. Like, give me something to let me know. Okay, this is based on some type of factual evidence. You know what I mean?
It was perceived by the word of God.
Yeah. Like, no,
Yes,
or
that's literally what it is. It's the word that was perceived by man
no,
from the voice of God.
no. What I'm saying is like
That's what you have
make
to prove to
any.
me.
Yeah, what I'm saying is make any of this. Like, if you can give me something to hold on to, like everything for me has to have a sound foundation. Like I need a sound foundation. Give me something that we can say, okay, because people, I'm not gonna lie. There was a time where I was like, okay, people are like they took books out of the Bible, and then you find all these different versions of the Bible. They have books that have Bibles that have like the Book of Enoch in it and shit like that, where angels came down and were fucking on humans and had giants that were walking around. That's why you have some people who believe in giants that fucking roamed the earth that were 400 feet tall and shit like that.
Where are their bones, nigga? Where are their bones at?
Well, they weren't, since they weren't human. But all I'm saying is like I
Because I'm that type of nigga. Oh, where really? What?
You want to know?
Where are the bones?
You know what they would
nigga?
tell you? You know what they tell you? Because they were compromised of humans and angels, their bones became solid rock. So sedimentary rock and shit like that. All of that is their bones breaking down, decay. Like nigga, all I'm saying is I
Prove it.
Yeah,
Prove it to me. Show me, nigga. I want to. How do you know? How? Because niggas made this shit up. Like it was like
So-
that's a good story, right?
But no. So I was like, okay, so I need y'all to give me something. And he was like, so, like one of the first classes I tuned into, they were talking about the flood. He says, so we know the flood book in the Bible can be perceived like
What do you mean, Halo flood or like?
the flood,
Noah's
like the
Ark flood.
Yeah, Noah's Ark flood. He was like,
I'm like, nigga, the flood. That's
yeah, oh yeah.
How the fuck?
Yeah, nigga, no, nigga, yeah, we're all about to be in fucking Mark II Spartan suits, nigga, yeah. Nigga, I'm signing up tomorrow! I don't care if all my bones break.
Oh my God.
Nigga, I want to be an 8'2" walking tank, nigga, flipping shit.
Oh my God.
Clapping shit.
Give me this suit.
Nigga, fucking Halo lore is so good. Did you know that there was so Halo lore is so good because, like, there was just shit that was written in there that you know that a man made the universe, like a man made that universe because it's so fucking good. Do you know that there was like the thing was like were Spartans even human at one point? And like one of the debates during Halsey's trial was that Spartans had to be human because one of the Spartan 2s got pregnant.
Okay.
Like, so first off, she put
How?
Huh?
How'd she get
How
pregnant?
do you think? How does anybody get pregnant? She
Who was fucking her though? Is what I'm saying.
It was a guy.
Another
who was,
Spartan? 'Cause,
No,
like,
no,
she
no,
ain't
no,
about
no,
to-
no, no. It was a regular nigga.
A
No, bro.
regular
So what happened
nigga
was they were on
running down on a 6'5", fucking 280 pounds.
Well, the females, were shorter than that.
they were still big as fuck.
Well, yeah, but they were fat. Well, most of them were just faster. So like the fastest Spartan inside Halo was actually a woman, and she ran like, and it's because they're more agile. She was running like 65 miles an hour, moving shit, nigga.
God.
Yeah, nigga, could you imagine that? Like, you're like, girl, I will outlast you in the bedroom. She's like, I run 65 miles an hour for like a steady hour.
You know I do that, right?
Like, he's like, bitch, I still fold you like a pretzel. Like, what's up? She's like, I squat 4 times your body weight, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck up off of
You
me.
know, crush your head between her thighs, nigga.
Max, like, he'll go out like a champ.
Hell, I'm not going out like that. I can't go hell, no. I'm not fucking with a bitch like that.
You ain't
got
pulling
all
out
that.
either.
You got all hell, no. I'm not fucking her. The
You
fuck?
can't.
Huh?
Can't pull out.
She got the grip like that. You're staging.
No, so like
She doing
part
Kegels,
so
nigga.
part of like all of the lore in Halo means that they literally have like even Master Chief has mastery over his muscles like to a degree that's outrageous. So like Spartan females outrageous too. So like, but anyway, long story
She
short,
can control that grip.
yeah, long story short, she could make your dick look like a ketchup packet that's been run over by a semi truck.
That's wild.
Nigga, if she really wanted to.
Milk a nigga.
Yeah, nigga, she's about to pull your shit off. Like,
no way pull off.
so, like, part of the thing is, like, Halsey never took away their humanity. So, even in the Spartan suits, especially the Spartan 2 suits, they had things that would alleviate them if they were to get aroused. So, basically, like, Master Chief's suit...
Well, because they didn't feel regular, like, human, like, emotions and whatnot because of...
They didn't feel them to the same degree as human, as normal people.
Right, they were doing... Well, they were
But
trying
you would still feel them. Like every one of their suits, if you go and look in the lore, she developed things inside their suits to help stimulate. Like, so basically, Cortana could have just been jacking Chief off with this suit the entire time.
That's crazy.
That's why that nigga was so calm. Nigga, we're about to blow up. He's like, I don't care.
We're good. We're about to come.
What? Chief, what are you doing? Talking to Cortana.
I'm coming. Stupid ass.
Permission to leave the ship to do what? To give them their bomb back. Woo!
No way, bro.
Nah, but yeah, so they had those things implemented in the suits because she couldn't get rid of their humanity entirely because then how do you get them to want to defend humanity? You know what I mean?
Right.
From a emotional standpoint, like emotions
But
were
they
good
were
to
emotionally
They were dampened. They were
Yeah,
emotionally
yeah,
dampened.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like you have emotions, but you weren't emotionless monster either.
Right.
So like I guess I forget the Spartan's name. I think it was like Lindsay or something, and she was working side by side with an ODST squad, so one of them orbital drop niggas.
I bet she was.
And she got close to one of them, and yeah, she ended up. Not only did she end up getting pregnant, she carried to full term, and gave birth to a baby that was half superhuman.
But then that's just evolution at that point. That's just a new species of
That nigga Max said that's what they should have been doing. They should have just been clapping Spartan cheeks for the get.
Well, Spartans are humans, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I mean, it wouldn't be. It's still human. It'd just be a more evolved human, as far as physical strength and speed and capability and hopefully intellect. Because niggas out here are dumb. I'm not gonna lie. That's what y'all need to be vetting these females for. Stupidity, because it is rampant out here. If she can't name 3 countries, that should be a red flag, buddy. Just saying.
Alright. But back to what we were talking about religion, because we got so sidetracked, because I was just like, damn, Spartans though. But nah, so like in my classes, like one of the first things that they went over was like the flood, and he was like, well, if we want to start there, he's like, we know that there was a catastrophic event that happened on this planet that wiped out.
Okay.
That wiped, but
No shit.
But he's like, and scientists say that there was water everywhere at one point. Like they have proof of that. So they were like, so he's like,
well, that's
so
not something necessarily that we can speculate and theorize.
Well,
but
no,
we can't
just by
physically
evidence, just by evidence of like how stuff is. Like they even say that the Sahara Desert was all underwater at one point.
Yeah, but how the fuck do they know that? They don't know that.
Because by testing the soil samples. Like if you go far enough down, you can get to a place where you're like, they even have
There's water. Yeah,
they even have places
water inside of like rock, but like it could.
No. Like there are certain places. Like I didn't know this either. There's certain things called desert crocodiles. And it's because, like, in certain caverns inside the fucking desert, there's still just, like, pools of water that are still there. But when you test the water, it's not like fresh water. It's fucking salt water. And they're like, how the fuck did salt water get in the middle of the fucking desert?
I mean, there could be sediment. There could be certain sediment pools of minerals where there's, like, it's weaker and there's water seeping in from
we
from
both know.
somewhere,
But what I'm saying is,
like, if it was, like, completely covered in water at one point.
Well, just because it was completely covered,
it would be like that consistently throughout the whole bottom of the desert.
Well,
like, not just certain.
It is. Once you go far enough down, it is.
Well, there's water. Yeah,
there's water everywhere. And part of the reason why
the
Sahara Desert is the way it is now is they're almost certain it's because of scorched earth tactics.
But it's
when motherfuckers used to get into like when people used to go to war with each other, they stopped it because it was just like. Nothing could live there anymore. What happened was once you burn somebody's village or kingdom down, you would throw salt on their farmlands. And salt literally absorbs all the nutrients and shit out of the dirt and makes it to where shit's not going to grow no more.
Okay, I mean, okay, but like...
But what I was getting at wasn't going to be like that just automatically proved everything that he was saying after that. I was like, okay, so you could... So let's say... I was like, okay, so let's say theoretically it was covered in water. Because that's one of the theories, and scientists haven't been able to disprove it. And some scientists stick by it, other scientists... But that's all science is. Like, everything's a theory until it's proven.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. They haven't been able to prove, like, factually that
they haven't been able to prove factually that there was a meteor that hit us either.
Right,
exactly.
Impact theory. That's why it's called impact theory.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay. But he never said that this proves that no... He's like, but let's say that is what happened, right? And he's like, okay. So then if that happened, and...
So we're speculating.
Well, he's like, that's what he said. He said, because I wasn't there. And so anybody who's honest, like, because most preachers and most people who are talking about the Bible...
They be talking about that shit like they was there, boy.
Yeah, like, I seen the flood myself.
Boy, what?
Bruh, but no, so like the way they break things down in class, he's like, okay, but let's say, he's like, but... Because he started from that class. Now I started believing in it more because I believe like that book itself is inspired. But he built foundation of that by being able to say, you can't say for certain that this is what happened, but we can use reference and inference to be able to draw conclusions to see where parallels were. Because he's like, a lot of the Bible,
but it's still speculation.
A lot of the Bible before you get to all the miracles and everything like that, it's still an accurate version of recorded history. Because to a point,
and that's the part that I respect because there's actual events and
like King David, King Solomon, like those were all real people.
Right.
We have not evidence just from the Bible, but we have evidence.
Maybe not even them specifically by name, but characters.
Those two specifically by name. Like Solomon was a king, and he was respected around the world for having one of the greatest kingdoms of all time.
Right.
David as well. Like they were just respected kings in that region, and you can take that because you have even documents in China and like Asia Minor that show like they had ties with this king and stuff like that, especially in that area, and how.
But what I'm saying is like they're those people, but there's also like stories and references to people, maybe not like David and Goliath, like Jericho. They're maybe not necessarily those people by those names, but people that did those things, and they may have changed the name or something or something like that. Is what I'm saying. There are a lot of factual recordings of things that happened, but that's all perceived by man. That's what I'm saying. And my biggest issue with it is that it's all created by men, by man's word. And people are trying to say it's interpreted by man from the voice of God.
Well, like even like speaking in like when I was a kid, when people used to be like speaking in tongues, I'm like, these niggas sound retarded. And so like they just did a whole class. Like I signed up for the extra like they have an extra class. I go there every Tuesday, and I signed up. And so like he went over like where speaking in tongues came from. He's like, if we use, because he knows, so like this nigga takes the Bible so seriously. He learned Hebrew, Greek, and so like he goes back. He tries to read original, like pull shit together, and he teaches you it all in the class too. Like you can learn all that shit. Our first week of class was nothing but learning Greek. He wants you to be able to read Greek. And then if you take that and you go over and you try to learn Greek on another thing, he's like, everything's going to line up exactly how it's supposed to.
What do you mean? Like ancient Greek?
Like ancient Greek.
Like a dead-ass language?
Yes.
Why? Because
he said that the original like manuscripts were translated to Greek because Jews, so you have to learn Hebrew too. Because he's like, the Jews were trying to convert a lot of the Greeks and a lot of the Romans at the time, and most of them spoke Grecian. He's like, how do you know what the fuck you're talking about if you don't even know what each one of their words meant? He's like, their languages were more developed, like not more developed, but their languages were more nuanced than ours now. Like you had 3 different words for love in like Greek.
I mean, so it was an advanced language. Like,
yeah, but what he's saying is like, so people will take that and then take the manuscripts and transcribe them into English. We only have one word for love in English, but he's like, there was different versions of love in Greek. So like, just because it says love in the Bible doesn't mean it was the same type of love that every time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like there's one called agape, right? So agape is more like the love that women feel. It's a more emotional type love. Like they want, whereas me and you, we're going to have a different, I can't remember the other one, but ours is going to be like on a more physical level. Like our women can show us that they love us by respecting us and like being obedient and physicality. Like men are just more prone to loving that way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He said in the Bible it says that, but he said if you take a new Bible with a new translation, it just says the word love. So you're just saying, okay, this is how everybody loves. But God specifically says, men love this way. This is how you show your husband you love him. Be obedient. Don't cause him stress. Don't bring drama into the household. And never reject his physical advances, because just because you're not in the mood doesn't mean that your husband isn't. And when you reject him, he feels unloved. And then, so they were like, but men, he was like, men, because of the curse, your woman seeks your attention more than she seeks almost anything else in the world. And he's like, sometimes you're not going to get it because you're going to think that you're providing everything she needs. I provide you with food. I provide you with money. Like, you don't have to worry. I provide you with protection. And sometimes that's not what they need. So most of the time it's going to be on an emotional level. You're going to not understand why the fuck she wants you around her so much. And why even when you've only been gone for 20 minutes, she may call you and say, I miss you. You're like, bitch, I was just there and you didn't say shit to me. You see what I'm saying? But we go through that. So like, the more I go to these, the more like a lot of the stuff that's in that book just makes sense.
But how is he proving like that? Like going back to what we were originally talking about, how is he? I get what he's able to.
So he says,
help you digest what the book of God is talking about. I get that, but
the other part is faith.
How is he? Huh?
So the other part is faith. Like he doesn't even lie to you. He's like, I can only give you the factual and the historical evidence to support the book. He said, after that, it's on you to take it upon yourself to either have faith in it or not.
To believe.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
So, like, that's the other part that drew me in, because he's not up there saying, you have to believe, you have to believe. He's like, I'm here to do my job. My job as the teacher is to show you where it coincides, what's real and what's not, how to pick things apart. He was like, speaking in tongues as a miracle all these churches that tell you that they're speaking in tongues, it's a lie. Because the act of speaking in tongues was for non-believers. And what had happened was they spoke tongues in front of an assembly, which was a bunch of people from different parts of the planet that had come together. And one of God's miracles was they were speaking in their own native language, but everybody who heard it, even if they were from different parts of the world, heard the same thing. And that's what that part of the book is telling people. Not some guy going up at Shemananaya, Shemanana. You're talking to God and nobody can understand what you're saying. He said what it was.
Right, and they're like, oh, well, because you can't understand what I'm saying, it's because you don't believe.
Exactly.
And,
exactly. And he said the act of talk, like in our class, he literally said the act of talking in tongues was to help people who did not believe. So like if you were standing there and you spoke Chinese, but the guy next to you spoke Hindi, and the guy next to you spoke Greek, and the guy next to you spoke whatever, and y'all are all from different parts of the world, but you hear one guy speak and all of y'all are looking at him and all of y'all are understanding what he's saying, like, motherfucker, the interpreters that are with you are going, nigga, they're saying they understand. They're saying they understand. Okay, how the fuck are we all understanding he's only speaking once? And we're all getting the same thing.
right.
He's like, that's a miracle. Somebody standing up in front of your church going, he's like, who's that edifying? He said, God said he's not a God of confusion. He's not going to confuse you. All that does is confuse the fuck out of you. He said all that's going to do is cause arguments in the church between your congregants anyway, because somebody's going to be like, oh yeah, he's saying how the glory of God and how much love it is, and somebody else is going to say, nah, when he was talking in tongues, he was speaking about not sinning. Now you've caused division inside your own church. He said, what kind of God would want that?
Right.
He said, so they were just like he was like the way they break things down, it just makes better sense and it makes it easier to digest the Bible and take it for like. It's what brought me closer to my faith. That was all I was trying to put.
I get it. And
yeah.
then, but there's also like just the factor of multiple different religions and all these other religions.
He goes through
have different gods and they have different moral beliefs,
right? Like
and ethics.
Oh, absolutely. But then, like one of my biggest things was also when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure you heard the same argument. Well, if God's real, why does He let bad things happen?
Yeah,
I heard that a lot growing up, and I started to believe that too. Like we just did a class on that the other day where he was like, God's not allowing bad things to happen. It's literally y'all are doing wicked things. Like, what he gave you free will. What do you want him to do? You want him to take that away from you? Well, then you're not a human. You're just like every other animal that roams the planet. You would have no free will. There's no choice in it. And he says, now, does bad things deserve to happen to everybody? Absolutely not. And he said, those that bad things happen to that don't deserve it, you know, they will
karma.
Yeah, like
that's what he created that for.
Well, yeah. Well, no, but he was just like, God told you that he was vengeful and that he was like he's like, our classes isn't all about God is just all peace, love, and everything. Like he gets down to the nitty gritty. He's like, God's telling you himself, like he's jealous and he could be an ass. He said that he sent the curses on Pharaoh because Pharaoh was being fucking a menace to society. The Egyptians were out there partying, doing whatever they wanted to, operating in witchcraft and beating the fuck out of people. Having orgies and all that shit. And what did he do? He said, don't worry about it. I gave y'all time to correct it. Y'all didn't want to correct it.
Send the meteor, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, no, send the spirit. Take all their kids. What? We gonna send some frogs. Ayo, eat all that shit in the valley.
Locust, nigga. Locust storm, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, like...
Plague.
Yeah, he's like...
Famine.
He's like the people say, oh, that was...
That nigga doubled down on their ass.
Yeah, triple down.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna get frogs? Y'all gonna get locusts? Oh, y'all still don't believe in me? Give me your firstborn.
Plague, nigga.
Yeah, what's
plague,
up?
Nigga.
What's up? Well, like I'm God. I'm him.
Desert plague.
But he says that God tells you why he does all that. He said in the book of Genesis, and it's the part that a lot of people, not even the book of Genesis. He says in the Ten Commandments. He says he went over. He's like in the Ten Commandments, God tells you up front who he is. He says, I am a jealous God. First off, he don't even say, you will have no other God before me, for I am a jealous God. He says, I am a jealous God. Off rip, I'm jealous. Just like y'all get jealous when you got a wife, and somebody else is looking at your wife, you're going to get jealous. He said, I am also jealous. Y'all are made to image me. So just like you can get jealous, I can be jealous. I am a jealous God.
If we're made in his image.
That makes sense.
But that's the thing, like we're made in his image, not in his
but that's
ideals.
But in his image, that makes sense because if we're made to image you, like your son's gonna have certain parts of you. He
We're
may
made
not
to
be
physically reflect him, not
no,
reflect him.
because the physical, that's not what it is. It's not the physicality part. Because if
No,
it
but
was the
I'm saying,
physical,
like, if we were made exactly in his image, we'd have his abilities. Is what I'm saying. Like if we were made exactly in his image, we'd have his abilities to.
that's not necessarily true because then he doesn't say.
Because then when at what line that did he like?
He could just because you create
Did
something.
he cut us off?
Okay,
Like,
wait,
okay,
time out.
I'm not gonna give y'all everything I got.
Wait.
Like,
Well, time out. First, let's start with that. When you play this, let's take the game like The Sims. If you play The Sims, you create your character in your image. Your character then doesn't have every power that you have. He can't create other Sims to do. You see what I'm saying? Just because you create something in your image doesn't
that's a
mean
video game. Though.
Yeah,
That's
but okay, but we're also lower beings. We
real
don't
life.
understand.
It's real life.
Yeah, but we don't understand. You don't understand how something that thinks higher than you works. That's the same argument I had with Tyler when he was talking about the aliens. If there is a species that's so smart and
But
so
what I'm saying is, there's not the same constraints as a video game as like to real life. Like,
but yeah,
from
but
him
even
creating
in real,
us, like-
but even in real life, like we're creating AI.
Why
But we're
did
not
he-
giving AI the ability to match us yet because we are afraid of what will happen. So like at the same time, and he has rightfully so. Not that he has to be afraid of it, but rightfully so, he should be wary of it because we don't even have his powers. He put let's say that Adam and Eve were real, right? He put them in a garden. He gave the nigga one rule: you may eat from everything here. You may do what you want to do. Y'all are never gonna die. Don't eat from that tree.
and that's like, why would he impose that rule?
Because because the tree literally was the knowledge of good and evil. He didn't want us to know what evil was, so we could do no evil.
But we literally did evil. So
After we ate the thing, but
I'm
that's
saying
free.
we had the capacity
But that-
to do evil
But
because
that's
we
the
defied
free.
him.
But that's the free. But that's where the free will aspect comes in.
Yeah.
He could have made us like everything else and been like, "Don't eat the fruit," and then been like, "You're not gonna eat the fruit," and then nothing else would have ate the fruit.
But a potential component for evil is.
But that's the potential. But that's the thing about being
is having like the ability to have free will, like
no having free
because
will doesn't-
with free will you
could
could do evil.
No, yeah, you could.
Right.
You could potentially,
So why would you give us
but
free
only
will?
if you knew what evil was.
How would we not know what to do or what not to do if we, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Because if you never,
why would he just like
you
instill
never-
us with the ability to not to know what this is, so we don't do it or we don't commit it?
Because once you once you know about it, the temptation is there.
There's temptation there before, even if we don't.
There was no temptation there because
she was tempted to fucking take the apple, and that's
Because-
why
no,
that's
she
why
was-
she fucked it up. For
she
everybody.
fucked it up. Yeah, you're
She
right.
fucked it up. She was tempted.
But no, she got tempted by something else that had already been tempted. You got to remember.
The
You
snake.
gotta remember that his favorite angel was already pissed off because God favored us among other, and he was pissed. He was very pissed, and he was the only angel that also had a free will component. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what,
So like
that's what
under
I'm
his,
saying. Like, why would he have room for someone who's like perfect in every way? Why would he leave room for such an imperfect creation? Is what I'm saying. Like,
why would an imperfect creation be his favorite? Probably because he's perfect in every way, and like his favorite creation.
No,
nine
I'm
times out
not
of-
saying why wouldn't it be his favorite. I'm just saying why would he leave room for his
Because that's
his
the-
creation to be
That's
imperfect?
the only. That's
what
only,
I don't understand.
Because that's the only way to see. That's basically like saying if you're rich, right? Why would you keep somebody around who doesn't care about money? Because that's the only motherfucker that you can trust is really there for you because he really does not care about money. Like, how do you know that we were? How do you know that we are your favorite creations if you don't let us do what we want to do and then see if you still love us as much? Like something that obeys you and does everything you need it to do, you're like, that's great. But that's just an automaton at the end of the day. That's not nothing easy. He has hella other creations that do. Birds at the end of the day are going to do what they're supposed to do. Rabbits are going to do
But
what
what I'm
they're
saying
supposed
is him as a perfect being, and he's going to create us in his image, right? So he would create us to be perfect, to be on par with what he is. What
and
he's
then he
capable
gave us
of.
the
What I'm
choice.
saying-
And then he gave us the choice on whether or not we wanted to do that.
He didn't though, because
did.
that's what I'm saying. Like he didn't. He kept us. He gave us a rule to not have the power.
That
of-
was all you had to do to be
Right,
perfect.
why would
That's
he do
all.
it? That's
That's,
what I'm saying.
but that's what I'm
Why
saying.
would
He
you-
gave you the
Why
choice
would
was
you
still
do
in our
that?
hands.
Why would you do that? That
Huh?
makes-
I
that
mean,
makes no sense.
listen. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll have. Maybe
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many questions. Like,
But listen, that's fine.
Shit don't make sense.
That's perfectly fine to have that question. It's the same question I have. But it's like at the end of the day, you got to realize, like, you got to see how much love is in that. Because he literally could have just taken the tree out of there and then never given you the option. But he put the option there, hoping that we loved him enough.
Or he could have just instilled us with the knowledge of good and evil. Especially when the result was we now know and have knowledge of good and evil. And we're imperfect beings now. And we create sin. And en masse. And we do substantially imperfect things.
That's what I'm saying. That one thing is a fallacy. Sin was already there.
What do you mean?
Sin had already existed before we.
But before we defied him, we weren't capable of sin.
Yeah.
Because we were everything in his image, pure and good.
Okay. Yes.
Even though we didn't have the knowledge of what that was.
Yes.
Were just good.
That's great.
We were just good.
Yeah,
right?
That's great.
But we were able still, like you're saying,
because we were
still able to commit sin without understanding what sin was. Because we defied him.
No.
Defying God is sin.
No, because we didn't have the capacity for it.
We did. She took the apple, ate the shit. That was her committing a sin, defying her creator. That's what I'm saying. So he gave us the capacity without the knowledge. That's what I don't understand. Why would he? Anyways, I don't know. I don't want to get too deep, bro, into religion.
I'm perfectly fine with it.
And all these questions. No, I'm not questioning your religion or anything. But when I talk to other people, they're not like you. They get offended that I'm asking the questions that they can't answer, and they get mad because they believe that I'm trying to diminish or to.
You're just saying I have questions. Like, listen, that's how I felt when I started these classes. Like, I had questions.
And now I'm a fucking sinner because I have questions.
Thinking, listen, no, but that's why I love my classes, because listen, I'm not the best at it.
I'll be a sinner.
Aria is like really good. He probably has a better answer for you. Like I said, I've only started this like a year, maybe two, and I'm like hit or miss on how frequently I go. But when I say like,
bro, I light a Jehovah Witness up.
Okay.
I light their ass up, boy. Like,
so does he.
Captain Mustang, boy. Spark.
He be debating the fuck out of their ass. He be giving their ass. He'll invite them on there, and he lets them have their time. He doesn't even let people in the congregation say nothing. He's like, respect them. Like, somebody started laughing, he made them get out. He was like, look, get out. We're not gonna laugh at other people's beliefs.
My dad and my stepmom don't like me, bro. They don't like me because I be telling my sister shit, and they're like, don't. They be like, and then they want to like argue about what I'm saying, and I'm like, I don't want to argue about this. Bro. I don't get into a debate about this.
Listen,
bro. You have your belief. Like, I respect you for your belief and everything, but I don't believe that same thing. So.
Listen, like I said, I'm probably gonna have to email him, that way I can have that way we can have a better conversation about it, because I would like to know too. But I think that's an act of showing how much faith he had in us to do the right thing, because all throughout the Bible, if you look at it from his side, God is offering covenants and trying to get us to like do the right thing. Like, even with Israel, right? He's like, I'm going to make y'all a people above all people. I'm going to make y'all great. But even the greatest ones of us never, ever, ever like fully commit to their side. Even fucking David, who was like a great guy. What was that nigga sin? He seen somebody else's wife, took their wife, got him pregnant, and then sent her husband off to war and made sure he got killed so that he could stay with the wife.
That's egregious.
But that's the thing. Like,
that's jealousy?
Huh? No, that's adultery. So like even in there, he goes, he goes, let's go over adultery.
But I would say the root of that was jealousy, because he saw somebody else.
So it had nothing. It was lust, and so like he goes over lust. He went over lust too. He's like, lust isn't a bad thing.
But doesn't jealousy come first? Because
no, he wasn't jealous. He didn't know that she was married. He just seen her on the roof.
Oh, okay.
He seen her on the roof and was like, I want her. And they were like, oh no, sire, she's married. And he still, after that,
he was jealous at that point.
No, he was still out. He wasn't jealous because he knew he could have her. He's the king. You know what I mean?
There's no been jealous that this peasant has this beautiful woman, and it was like, fuck that.
No. I don't think he was jealous, because he wasn't like jealousy. He would have killed the guy first before taking the wife.
He did kill her.
He killed him after he got her pregnant, and he brought him back from the. So listen,
damn.
So like when they break,
because I don't know the story you're talking about.
So let me break down the story. So he got her pregnant. Her husband was on the front lines during the war. He sends for that man to come back because he feels like he is fucked up, and he says, "You must." He's like, "Hey, welcome back from the front lines. Take some time off. Go spend time with your wife."
Go hit,
And the soldier
go have sex with your wife.
and the soldier is so gung ho. This is how God works. You think you about to cover up what you did? You think you still about to pretend? So God puts it on the guy's heart. The guy's like, no, I need to return to the front lines. You know, that's my job. That's what I do.
And she got
This
pregnant.
is a nigga gung ho soldier.
And he didn't sleep
David
with her.
already knows she pregnant.
Yeah. But he ain't sleep with her.
He already slept with her. Oh no, the husband hasn't slept with her. So
Yeah.
now that the husband's leaving, so now that the husband's so adamant going back, David's like, when he gets back to the front lines, kill him.
Let him die.
That way nobody can know that. And then so David goes and like tries to bring that baby in front of the Lord, and the Lord's like, "Nigga, you're my king."
That's a bastard. Nigga.
Yeah, that's it. So that was the definition of a bastard. If you sleep with, so definitions of bastards have been thrown around a lot. The biblical definition of a bastard is somebody who is a kid who's brought forth
Born
by
without
rape.
marriage.
No, brought forth through rape.
Just born without marriage.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
because that was originally
No, that
for
was
you to have create life or to give life.
Yeah, that was
You had to have.
That's what happened when the Catholics got a hold of it and they revitalized it. The original version of a bastard was a baby brought forth through rape or through adultery. Because like people were having sex all the time, like they were prostitutes.
both
Yeah.
in which would have happened without being married. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying,
but
like,
but having sex inside the Bible before marriage isn't frowned. Like that's the thing. Like he goes through it. He's like, where is it frowned upon? He's like, even Jacob's dad had sex with a prostitute. Well, what he thought was a prostitute, it turned out to be his son's wife. Well, his son's wife, because he actually married off a couple of his sons to the girl. It wasn't Jacob. It wasn't Jacob's
son's
wife.
life is crazy.
Well, she was married to one of his
That
sons.
nigga dirty.
She was married to one of his sons, but his son died before they were able to have a kid. And in the Bible, it says that if your brother marries a woman and he dies before they're able to father an heir, you are to sleep with that woman in order to help but name the kid after your brother so that his line
Legacy.
can go on. Yeah, his legacy can continue.
I mean,
So like the first, but that was at a time.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But they're not going for that.
No, they
They're
were
not going
That,
for
that
it.
was the thing inside that at that time.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess.
not talking about right now, but what I'm saying is
That's what
they
I'm
were
saying.
going.
Right
They were
now,
going.
they're not going
They
for
were
it.
going for that. So like so then he married his second son to her. His second son ended up getting killed by bandits or whatever. I can't remember the full story. I got to go back and read the story. But either way, his second son, two
So
sons,
they were dead.
two sons
They were
married.
dead.
Yeah,
And
married
he
to
jammed-
this.
and he
Married
jammed
to
their ass.
No. So by law, what he was supposed to do was marry his last son to her. But in his mind, he was like, "Oh no, any of my sons that get married to her, die. I'm not risking my last son. This is my last son."
So I'm a jam her ass.
No, so he told her that it was not happening and that she needed to go somewhere. So she found out that he was going to go travel abroad to a different city to parlay with a king. And so she knew what towns he had to stop in. She went to the town, one of the towns that she knew he was going to stop in, and sat by the well like most prostitutes do, and sat there and waited for him to show up. And when he got there, she was already covered up and everything, and he didn't even realize. And so he bought a prostitute for the price of a goat. They slept together, and then by the time he got up, she was already gone. And when he got back home, a few months after that, she's pregnant.
Right.
And he's like, "How dare you do that? Like you were supposed to be like you were married to my son. Like this is an abomination. Like you have defiled everything." And she goes, "Well, you're the father." And so like the spirit, so like he's like, "No way." And then so like God literally sends one of his angels to tell it, like a messenger, and he's like, "Yeah, that's your baby." And it's not that she's wrong in this. You're wrong in this because you know the law. You were supposed to marry her to your last son. You chose not to. So she had to go and get you to give her a baby so that your son could have an heir. You're fucked up here, not her. Because in the Bible, the only thing that's technically not only, but one of the things that would get you killed is if you're a married woman and you commit adultery. But even that, he went
stone.
Even
death
that
by stone.
Yeah. Even that, he went over.
Hang
inside,
that bitch.
Yeah. Even that, he went over in the Bible. He's like, you gotta understand where God's grace comes in to us as people. He's like, even though it says that in the law, how many times did God order somebody to be killed for committing adultery? He said one of our favorite prophets in the Bible literally married a prostitute. She went out, started whoring herself again, and he said, "Don't kill her. Go bring her back home, and make her your wife.
I mean, different trials for everyone, I guess.
Yeah, bro. I mean, but it was partially his fault. She went back to doing that because he treated her different than he treated his other wives. Like, what do you expect a woman to do? But nah, dude. Like, just a lot of the shit they break down over there. Like, just a lot of shit that he breaks down and shit like that. Like, going into details about the story, going into like what adultery really is. David committed adultery because he slept with a married woman. David had more than one wife. David had women. Only guy who had more women than David was Solomon, which was his son. David had women. Like, you had your pick. Why'd you have to go for her? You know my law. Why'd you have to get that one?
He wanted her.
So you wanted her more than you respected God.
Temptation.
Yeah, so you wanted her more than you respected.
Well, he fell under temptation.
Exactly. And so he caved, and then what made it worse is he then brought the baby. He then went before God and started praying and was asking God to bless this baby, bless her, or whatever. And God said, "You brought a bastard in here." So he's like, let me get this. He's like, let me reenact this for y'all. Imagine you having the audacity to violate one of the only laws that you have. You seen a married woman, you were like, "Fuck it, I don't care that she's married." And motherfuckers was telling you she's married because you asked, "Who is that?"
And I know.
And your couriers went out, found out who she was, told you she was married, made it explicit that she was married. You said, "I don't care, bring her to my chamber." Then you laid with her, got her pregnant, still didn't man up and confess what you did.
I mean, killed her husband.
No. So in order to try to cover up what you did, because you're not going to tell everybody that you fucked up. You're not even going to come to me for repentance. What you're going to do is you're going to try to cover it up like I don't know. So now you're going to go grab her husband. And then you bring her husband back and it's like, "Hey, yo, try to set the mood. Sleep with your wife. That way we can cover this up."
But God has a plan, though.
He did have a plan. So now the husband don't want to do what you want him to do. So now you got to off this nigga.
Why would his plan be so egregious?
Why was his plan? Why was his chosen person being egregious? Like, what does that have to do with God? God didn't tell you to sleep with that woman. He literally told you not to. You chose to do that.
I mean, yeah, but that's the thing. People will say like God allows things and does things for a purpose.
God allows you to be who you are. God allows you to be who you are. It's your choice at the end of the day.
And that's what I say to that, because that's just, to me, that's just people running away from accountability.
That's it.
So,
like, even in our class, he says that. He said all David would have had to do was be like, "Look, God, I fucked up." You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, real talk. Be like, "Look, hey, yo, I had a moment of lapse, whatever." He said God probably would have spared him more.
The devil got a hold of me.
Yeah, listen, guys, she was out there bathing. It's whatever. So you know how God punished him?
Titties alike.
You know how God punished him?
How?
How God punished him? God killed the baby, first off. The baby never made it. He fasted for 3 days, crying and pleading and praying for 3 days for the baby to live. Baby dies.
Damn, bro.
And so after the baby dies, he goes and eats. Because God, and he only started begging and pleading and praying because God told him that the baby wasn't going to make it. He said, "The baby's not going to make it." He said, "That cannot be allowed in my house." Not after you did all of this. Because not only did you commit adultery, not only did you lie on my name, but then you committed murder. You committed murder. Because in the Bible it doesn't say "thou shalt not kill." It says "thou shalt not murder." Murder is different than kill in Greek. So kill is just like the act of killing something. But, you know, motherfuckers got to go to war all the time. And even Jesus said, "Hey, go grab yourself a sword."
In order to murder someone, you kill them.
No. Because they're different. Again, the language was complex. Murder is something that you do for no reason. Like, if me and you were walking down the street and I turned and I looked at you and I fucking beat you to death, I murdered you. Now, if you committed an act against me, broke into my house, and I killed you...
You still murdered me.
No, I killed you. They're different. In English...
self-defense, I get it. I murdered you.
In English, you're right. But that's what I'm saying. The languages were more diverse back then. That's what I'm saying. So, like, they had different meanings. Murder, in original Hebrew, the meaning is literally to kill somebody for no reason. It's literally like an act of, like, malicious intent for no reason. If somebody ran up on you and you happen to stab him because he was trying to beat the shit out of you, then you killed that person. You didn't murder him. You defended yourself. He died in the process. That is a death. That is a kill. But you didn't murder him.
But then you could argue that, like, because he tried to kill me, and the byproduct of me is protecting my own life.
Because, like,
I have to kill him.
Even
you don't have to kill him.
Like, but if you ended up killing him,
that's murder.
But no, it wasn't murder because you didn't do it. That wasn't your intention. It happened, but it wasn't your intention. You see what I'm saying? Like, Cain murdered his brother.
He had the intention of.
He wanted to murder his brother because he was pissed off because he felt like his brother was getting favoritism. You see what I'm saying? His brother really did nothing to him. Yeah, but he murdered his brother. He didn't kill his brother. It's not like Cain, like Abel walked over to Cain and was like, "Hey, yo, bitch ass nigga," like, and then Cain was like, "Nigga, like, who you calling a bitch?"
So if Abel would have killed him out of self-defense, that wouldn't have been murder.
No, it wouldn't have been murder.
That'd have been justified.
It would have been justified. You see how the difference in
language? I understand. I'm just asking because, like,
that's not the way it's been explained. Bro.
People, but other people aren't going to also see it like that, especially religious people who don't believe in like violence per se. They don't believe in.
Yeah, you cannot believe in.
Even if you kill somebody in protecting your own self, you still committed.
You can not believe in violence all you want to. If you believe in the Christian faith of any kind, you believe that Jesus was here. Jesus told his disciples, Go sell your belongings that I told you to bring with you, and go grab a sword. Because where you venture next, people may try to run up on you. Because you're about to go into lands where this isn't accepted. What we were teaching people isn't accepted. Somebody may try to do you something, and you need to have a sword to get right,
or something.
Yeah, you gotta
or something.
Go grab you a sword. You better have something on you.
Go get that pole. Nigga.
Yeah, something. That pole or something. Go get something. Do you see what I'm saying? But if even your prophet is telling you that, he's like, look, I get it. Not everything's hunky dory. I'm not gonna be here anymore. Go get you a sword in case somebody tries to do you something.
That's another thing. People don't believe in, like, they believe violence is wrong. I'm like, violence is an act of nature.
Bro, listen, like I told
nature. Like,
righteous anger. Even Jesus got angry when he tore down that temple. He seen all them people selling shit in his father's name for no reason. Is witchcraft. What'd he do? He tore down the temple and started whipping people with a whip. He was fucking niggas up. In my daddy name, you must have lost your motherfucking. But that's the truth. If you read the Bible, that's what it say. It say he tore down that temple and whipped the people who were behind the stalls over there. Hey, all these mega churches where they back there. Oh, get your Jesus teacher. I love Jesus. He be in that bitch right now. Bitch, you gonna put that shit down?
That's crazy.
Idolatry ass motherfuckers.
Making $1 off Jesus.
Off Jesus. I ain't seen near dollar.
Who sacrificed himself for you guys?
On God.
For your sins.
On God. Listen, bro. But that's what I'm getting into. Like even the best prophets in the book, bro. All of them have faults and shit like that. Like that's the thing.
We're all because they're all
human. They're all human.
Imperfect by nature.
We all inherited the same fucking tendencies our dad had. Because here's the thing: if Adam was a true believer and somebody he was able to talk to, that's the part about it. That's where, like, for me, it had to be free will. Because me thinking about it now, like, I'm like, damn. If I was talking to something in the sky continuously, every day, me and this nigga conversating.
Like, get rid of this bitch. Give me a new one.
She would have came over here and said, but that shows you, like, how much we are like Adam, like in the Bible. Because what's the first thing Adam said when God said something? He said, "You ate from that tree." He said, "It's your fault. You gave me this bitch, and she told me to eat." Niggas was trying to pass the accountability bucket, nigga.
And I'm just trying to get some ass, so. And you made me this way, so. That bitch is going around and around.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, because like that's, but like even in the book of Genesis, it says that. What did Adam say first when God asked? He didn't say, "Yeah, I made a mistake." He took accountability. He said, "The woman you brought me the food, and you brought me the woman. Your fault.
You made her from me, nigga."
Yeah.
That extra rib.
You should have thrown that bitch away. But Ariel said that in class one day. He said, "Couldn't have been me because I'd have hit her with a rock." She'd have rolled up on me talking about, "Hey, eat this."
You don't put that shit back.
Did you eat it?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm telling. Wow.
Lord, oh Lord.
Get her and that raggedy ass snake too.
Yeah, oh God. I mean, that's what I don't get, bro. That just there's so much.
Bro, look at where men are now today. They're being led into temptation and the fall of society by following what? Women.
Yeah, but that's misogynistic if you say that.
Nah, bro, fuck that. It's just the truth. Cause even like in our class,
agree.
in our classes, like it's just the easy, bro. I'm all about proving. Like I said, the reason why that nigga reaches out and like it touches me, cause he's not trying to force anything on you. He's saying just come to class, and if you want to debate anything, just make sure you got your stuff together. And he's like, I'll even help you come up with your arguments, because I know that this book inside and out. He says I know this. He said, I've been studying this for 20 years. And he says, I came up in the Jehovah's Witness church. I came up in the Baptist Revival church. I came up in all of that. And even as a child, I was sitting there going, some of this shit don't make sense. Like, how are y'all saying that Jesus saves you, but Jesus is telling you to keep the law? Y'all don't want to keep the 10 Commandments, which is the law, which Jesus even kept. And you're saying that, and Jesus told you himself, don't worship me, worship my Father. Don't call me good. The only one good is my Father. I'm just trying to image him. I'm literally trying to be what Adam was supposed to be. And y'all are worshiping me versus giving him praise. He just told y'all he's jealous. Don't even worship me. He's going to be mad.
And kill y'all.
Like, really? Like, y'all are really about to get your... That's like being with a... That's like hanging out with a kid who's
so
like...
Y'all want to praise my son? Y'all want to praise that little nigga? All right, put fire on these niggas.
That's it. But like, and then like he's going through it, and like when I was a kid, I remember reading all that. They're like, oh, it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Praise them all. But God just told us in the first commandments, you just read those. It says right there, we will have no other God before him. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, this motherfucker seems like he knows what he's talking about. I am a jealous God. You shall have no other God before me. That's rule 1. Why are we disobeying rule 1? Bro, we are just like Adam. Everybody over here saying, oh, I wouldn't eat from the tree. Nigga, we're disobeying first rule. First rule, no God before me. Okay, that's easy.
I mean,
Let's pray. Let's everybody give praise to Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and then God. And what did the motherfuckers say now? Oh, praise Jesus. Y'all must not be fucking listening.
Mm-hmm.
How are we fucking up basic instruction?
We're imperfect.
Yeah, that's it. But like basic instruction, we are lacking.
Well, I mean, they fucked it up already. They have one rule, like you said.
Like I said,
instruction.
nigga, this time he gave us 10. He gave us 10. He was like, okay, one rule, they couldn't stand it. They may break a couple of these. He gave us 10 in order. In order. He's like, look, nobody before me. That's number 1. And we skip the list. We go from fuck it. We don't fuck up 10, 7, 6, 5, 4. We go straight to number 1 and say praise Jesus.
Yeah, but also all these other religions that praise other gods.
Like, that's it.
That's what I'm saying.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like they like in his he didn't say that there was, like, even in the Bible people are like, oh, there's no other gods. That's not what he said. He didn't say that there was other deities that these people worship, that, you know, whatever. He's like, all of it. Ariel's like, to break it down with y'all, those could all be fucking demons. He's like, when Satan fell, he took a third of the cast of heaven with him. And he's the architect of deceit. You don't think that they over here really trying to just get y'all to believe in whatever and whoever? I mean, look at what TikTok has done alone. Look how many people are like, no offense to Tyler, but look how many people are like Tyler.
Those are man-made constructs.
A lot of these are man-made constructs. Those aren't man-made. Those are made from demons, nigga. Like, niggas is telling you that there's aliens having fucking... We live in Florida. There's a thunderstorm every day. They're having a galactic war above us every fucking day.
Every day, but hey, them boys going to work.
Nigga, it was just raining before you got here.
Yeah,
they was going at it.
They was going to work.
But that's what I'm saying. Like literally, bro. This, like, and I don't know. For me, it's just the more we go over it in class, the more the shit like I be seeing. I'm like, yeah, bro, this nigga might be on to something. That's how it started, nigga. I was like, this nigga might be on to something.
That's what I'm saying. But like every in every facet of this shit, like in every
culture
era or age, everybody was like, you know what, this nigga's on to something. Like with a book, like with like.
But he's not using. That's my thing. He's not using a new book. He's literally just saying, read this book the way it's supposed to be read. Take it inside a cultural context.
But then that's all like. At that point, then that could be perceived as something that's preferential, like the way you perceive it, and I'm helping you digest it the way I perceive it.
No,
like the way you should perceive it. Everybody's perceiving it differently. What I'm saying is people of different times may have perceived the word of God differently, and it.
But that's what he said. He's saying to get closest to the truth, right? If I wrote a book now, based upon how I see the world now, and they, let's say 2,000 years in the future, find that book, and they're not trying to understand what it was like to live life now, and seeing what was being said is relative to now. Like, look how fast our language is evolving now. Like, most kids in America can't speak English, but they can speak in text and memes. Nigga, half the shit that comes out of my nephew's mouth, I'm sitting here going, what the fuck are they saying? You know what I mean?
Niggas will be speaking in pictures.
Yeah, literally be like skibbity doo bop, you know, yeah. Like, nigga, what the, nigga, do you and Cassinet hang out on a daily basis? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Niggas be speaking fucking fucking Creole 1 minute and fucking Jamaican, bro. Rastafari in the next. Bro. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all are failing English, but y'all can speak in memes.
Yes.
So like just like the way he goes about it, he goes, you have to look at the time period in which each book was written, see what it was that was going on there. Like for the one, like me and Chino got into the conversation, and Chino thought I was being like, he's like, bro, like you're reading too much into it. Like the one that says the one about being able to eat whatever you want, like that people say all the time. Oh, Jesus said that you can eat pig whenever you want, because nothing is unclean that you put in your mouth or whatever. Or I forget the exact paraphrase of the passage, but they used that one, and then they used the other one with another prophet who had a dream, and in the dream 3 sacks were laid in front of him, and out of the sacks came 3 animals that were unclean, and in the dream the Lord told him to eat. And he told God, he said, not me, Lord, I've never eaten anything that's unclean. And the Lord told him, do not call that which I have cleansed unclean. And so, like, they're taking that literally. They're like, oh, this is literal. But no other dreams in the Bible are y'all taking literally. Like, the dreams that Pharaoh had, that the first Pharaoh had, that he told to Jacob, that Jacob had to interpret in order to gain the trust of Pharaoh, where, you know, there was, he had a dream about manatees in the river, and the manatees were fat, and there was 5 of them, and then when Jacob interpreted the dreams, it says we're gonna have 5 years of great grain, and then after that, because then the Pharaoh went back to sleep and had another dream, and it was of 3 swine, and they were fucking starving to death and falling over, and then he was like, well, there's one who interprets dream, but he's a slave, and it was Jacob. And Jacob brought him up there, and he was like, can you interpret these? He said, the only person who interprets dreams is God. He said, I can tell you what God said the dreams mean, but I don't do that. Like, he gave it up to God again, and Pharaoh was like, okay, so what do they mean? It said, what it means is, we're going to have 5 years of great harvest, and then after those 5 years of great harvest, we're going to have 5 years of fucking famine.
Well, 3 years of famine.
Yeah, 3 years of famine.
I mean...
And he was like, but they're like, okay, but the sack dream means you can eat whatever you want. But after the prophet after one of his prophets had that dream, what happened was 3 men came knocking on his door. And they were 3 men who were outside the covenant, who wanted to learn more about God. But at that time, the sociological aspect of it was, if you weren't a part of the covenant, you weren't circumcised, you weren't able to learn about God.
You weren't baptized.
Yeah, exactly. So, what the prophet took the dream to mean was, oh, just because they're not one of us does not mean that they're unclean and cannot learn about God. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? But they'll just take that and they'll stop reading halfway through and be like, nah, see, look, you get to eat pig.
Right, but that's all due to the perception of man.
That's what I'm saying. Because they don't finish reading. Like, that's what I didn't like about a lot of churches. They just read a passage in the Bible,
or they just interpret it differently.
I mean, but how do you interpret something where, like, literally...
That's what I'm saying, because people are different. They think...
What I'm saying is, like, if that one just comes down to bad reading. Because if you finish reading it, it tells you what the story is about.
But that's what I'm also saying, too. Like, as a part of, like, as far as, like, time. Like, we don't interpret... We probably don't interpret and understand things the way... people from the 1800s did.
That's exactly why he's like, you need to learn. That's why he's like, you need to learn all those different languages. You have to understand the time period So you have to learn history. He said he said you can't just read the Bible and think you're going to understand everything. He said the Bible, the stories in the Bible are made for your learning. They're there to help you navigate the waters of life and try to be a better person.
Right.
But if you don't know the historical aspects or the cultural aspects that come from the stories, then you're going to repeat the same mistakes. He's like, and like one of the biggest things is like, oh, well, why were God's people punished inside Egypt, like held captive in Egypt for all that time? Because they literally stopped worshiping God. Like, he told you what was going to happen to him. People are like, oh, no, the devil got a hold of him. No, the devil didn't. God told you not to blame the devil for that. In his book, he sent prophets that told you, do not blame the devil for what happened to y'all. Y'all stopped worshiping me. Y'all adopted false idols. You let all these pagans come in, bring their godforsaken idols in here because you wanted to fuck on their women. You got their women pregnant, and then you let them run y'all's household. So now you know what? All y'all asses got to go. And I did that.
Right, there's so much... To me, bro, there's just so much...
speculation?
Not that with that, but like just talking about specifically like the different people that are, you know, different types of religion, the different minute differences or ideals between people who share religion and just have different ideas. You know, the difference in their moral aspects, the difference in their interpretation and perception. Like there's so much diversity in it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And it's just,
like I said, I 100% get it, and the only reason why I fell into this one is because like they take a look from everybody's aspects. These are
those
yours.
mine?
Yeah, these
bro,
are.
I've been
yours.
looking for them hoes, bro. I was like,
You're
damn.
welcome.
I was like, I left these hoes in Tampa. I thought I left these hoes in Tampa, bro.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, bro. I was just talking to my homeboy. I was like, yo, did I leave my glasses at your Airbnb? He's like, oh, I didn't see them. I was like, you stole them hoes, didn't you? He was like, nah, bro, I didn't. I was like, you stole them bitches, bro. And now here they are. Look, you got me blaming this nigga.
Yeah.
My leather's so soft.
That nigga literally got the glasses on. Yo, but nah, like I said, I like this one because if I want to understand something, you know me, I want to do research. Like let's break down research. This nigga, bro, you got to do research to keep up with this nigga.
But like just for me though, there's just like things that religion there's just things that for me religion can't explain.
Like what?
Well, just like all the shit we've been talking about, like all the stuff that they root. All the stuff that they, like, for most of them, not every religion, but for most religions, the stuff that they base their ideology and their morals on, like, there's no solid foundation of proof for me. You know what I'm saying? What I like about the Bible, and I don't know which specific Bible, just the Bible in general, is like we were talking about the history, the knowledge and understanding that it provides, the morality that it provides, and the clear line of what's right and what's wrong and how to overcome obstacles. But the
problem is the line for I get what I know where you're about to go with that, but for me, like the reason why I was like starting to get away from it, like I was explaining, is because like there is no clear line of what's right and what's wrong anymore. Like people,
that's gonna change due to our society evolving and our morals changing. But as we don't live in the same world that book was written in or that book pertains to necessarily. We live in the same world, but it's changed drastically.
Listen, the culture around you can change all it wants to, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The more of the passages I dive into, and the more of like all the struggles are the same. Like they may be on different levels of adversity, but it's all the same shit.
Or they
right?
might be different struggles in general, but the way that you overcome the obstacles or that adversity is still the same process. Just the way, like in David and Goliath, like overcoming. Well, I don't know what you would call
that story morally has nothing about the size. It's just about being sound in what you believe in and standing on it, and like believing in what you believe in enough to carry it into a situation that seems
regardless
hopeless.
of how stacked the odds are against you. Like things like concepts like that is what I like from the Bible. And like I said, the for what it's supposed to be, the moral guidance and I guess the structure that it surrounds the average person in to understand and be able to navigate right from wrong. Now, I get what you're saying. Like, right and wrong could be changed.
It's being conflicted now because people don't know people aren't taking the time to understand what they're reading. They're just, like I said, the problem with it for me, for a lot of these churches, isn't the fact that, even if you perceive something differently, if everything else inside the book is going to back it up, then I can understand where you're coming up with that ideology. But if your ideology, like, you're not reading the book in its entirety, and you're just picking, like, there's so many times, like, I went to church and the pastors are saying the same verses over and over and over and over. Like, even the one, like, I just brought up to you about the perception of dreams. That one isn't even up to your perception. Like, you can't even interpret that different if you just read the full story. Because the prophet then goes and tells you what his dream meant. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like, why are you putting something else on it? And that's where it comes into, like what me and you, like you said earlier, it's man-made perception. Some of it is you need to look at this story and you need to be able to come up inside yourself because it's there to test you too. It's there to make you think, okay, well, if I think about this, maybe when I am faced with this adversity, like, say you were faced with the same adversity David was faced with. Damn. Do you think that you're better than David? Do you think that you're closer to God than David? So do you think that a married woman couldn't tempt you? No, she damn well could. And you see that somebody like David was able to fall so far to the point where his son not only did that baby not make it. The rest of that story is that nigga's son then proceeded to rebel against his father. He took his sister by force. After he chased his dad out of it was his half sister because David had multiple wives. He slept with his half sister. His oldest son Absalom, like, literally fucked his half sister, chased his dad out of the kingdom, and then proceeded to fuck all of his dad's wives, on the balcony of the palace. He set up a tent on the balcony of the palace, had sex with all of his dad's wives. Literally had porno, like, had the first ever, like, real life porno show going on up there. Damn. In front of everybody in the city, so everybody knew that it happened. Damn. And all that happened because David proceeded to, like, you knew God, you knew that he was real. He put you at an elevated state, and you still proceeded to fuck him. And you thought that was going to be okay.
Or defy him and, like, break his rules.
And he didn't have many. So instead of protecting you from all the evil... Yeah, and instead of protecting you from all the evil he was protecting you from, he let all the evil that was in your house consume your fucking house. Yeah. And, like, it's not even like David, like, in the book, like, not even like David could deny it. Like, it says in the book. That's what I like about it. Like, when you read the full thing, like, it shows you the bad parts. And it shows you where God's like, yeah, I let that happen. Because you literally just spit in my face. Like, you literally know who I am. I introduced myself to you. I provided for you. You don't have to worry about nothing. And you were like, man, nigga, fuck you.
Damn. I mean, yeah. It just, to me, it gets to the point of, like, at what point do people consider what God allows to happen and what free will, like, when free will takes over? You know what I'm saying? Like, that the difference between God's plan and like free will.
God is going to protect those. God protects those who walk righteously with Him, like who walk closest to Him, and He protects them. Doesn't mean that you're never gonna
seek adversity.
Yeah, never stumble, do whatever. Adversity. All of that was thrown out the window the moment, like you said, the bitch fucked up, and then the nigga fell right behind her. As soon as that happened, any chance that we had to never experience adversity was gone. And God tells you that when He says the first curses that He laid upon people. Since you, woman, wanted to listen to a snake, your approval will now be sought after by your husband. You will seek after your husband's approval at all times. And women who really love their man, even if that man's a piece of shit, what do? They seek that nigga's approval for no reason. It'd be like, your husband's beating the shit out of you, but I still love him. Your husband is a piece of shit, and I still love him. He's in jail. I'm still with him. Like, there are women out here who seek that type of approval from a man, like, that it's terrible.
So we're going to say God did that?
Yeah, that's a curse. That's part of their curse. The second curse that they got was the pain of childbirth. That was their second curse.
I'm glad they got that one. Really, goddamn.
Really? Did they get it or did we get it? Like, literally, if you think about it, Adam got
We
all of
suffer
those.
from it. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
you know,
got it, but we suffer from
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Y'all got the curses, but we get second. Your approval is going to be.
Cause I feel like it's our curse as well because like
That's exactly what
we
happened.
now need them to procreate. Like,
Well, then not only do we need them to procreate, but now once they have that bond with you,
We
they're
can't-
going to seek after your approval, even though you don't understand why. They now have a desire for you that you can't understand
but
as a
if
man.
they weren't here though, and we didn't need them, then we ain't got to worry about that. What I'm saying is the biggest problem is that we need them for procreation. Like
Yeah.
that's why it's our curse. It's a two-sided fucking curse. He fucked us both on that shit.
Yeah, but then he's like, and on man, he's gonna lay.
Fucking
We're gonna have to work in the field, the sweat of the brow, and it's gonna hurt, all of it. Now you get to feel pain too,
That light shit.
huh?
Light shit.
No, because he knew that
outside work.
he gave us that light because he knew that the curse he put on them to want us was gonna be the hell. That's where the hell comes in. Because be honest, bro, like there are some times where I don't know if you ever had this moment with Issa where you're like, dude, like why the fuck does she want me so bad right now? And it'd be over nothing, and she just want to talk, and you're like, why? Like we can't fix this situation. What do you want to talk about?
I mean, women just want to talk in general, like
Exactly.
to anybody about anything. That's
But when
they're
they
just-
but when you're their
they're just
other
gossip
person,
creatures,
when they're
like-
when you're their other person, nigga, they want to tell you shit. Like don't sometimes Mirror tell me shit, and I'm like, please don't tell me that, because I gotta go look at this nigga in his face after this, and like you done told me shit about AJ's husband that I have to sit here and act like I don't know.
But that's women like that shit though. That's women are into like they love that gossip shit, and like we're not like that. That's,
Yeah, exactly.
I can't do that shit.
Yeah, bro. Because I want to sit here and ask him. So like, nigga, why did you do that though? Like, why?
I
Like,
don't.
I need to know.
I can't sit there two faced and act like
I don't know
I
what
don't
she
know
just
what I
told
know.
me.
Like that.
Nigga, she told me you sucked a turd out her ass. Why?
It's crazy.
That's an exaggeration, but you
Yeah.
know what I mean.
That's crazy though. That's some shit like that.
Yeah, bro. or like you experimented in college and let a girl pay you. Like I need to know. I need to
damn.
know. How did that conversation go?
I actually don't even need to know.
No, because I'm not
gonna
gonna
be sitting there and everything you say at that point is just no longer valid for me.
Bro, no, because I know men always get into that.
I'm not even
He
that
gonna be like
curious.
I know what will happen. We'll be playing like Cards Against Humanity or something, and somebody will make a joke, and he'll be like, "Oh no, I'm the straightest motherfucker in this room," and I'm gonna be like, "Well, I never got fucked with a strap on."
I'm not that confrontational. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not that confrontational either, but I need to know. But
I-
you need to know that what you just said was a lie in front of
He
everybody.
could have that lie.
No, bro, he can't
die-
have that one.
He could die with that.
No,
bitch. I
bro,
don't
he
care.
needs to wear that one proudly,
I'm
nigga.
not
Don't
about
say that. You can say you're straight, nigga. Say that you experimented, but you know for a fact. You could have even said, "I know for a fact that I'm straight." Okay, cool.
You
I'm
said,
glad-
I'm
I'm
about
glad-
to challenge that shit. You the straightest nigga in this room? Cap.
In this room,
Cap.
I'll throw that hat at his.
Yeah,
hold that. You gotta hold that for the rest of
You
the night.
really don't know me. I get, yeah, that's crazy though. I don't know. I don't think I would say that. I would just be sitting there drinking my drink, man. Hey,
Nah, we gotta talk about it.
nah, we don't have to talk.
We gotta
about
talk
it.
about it.
We can skip that shit. Man. Next, your turn. Fuck that shit.
Nah, because if I don't talk about it then I'm gonna talk about it in a heated moment when he say something to me out of pocket. I'm gonna be like, nigga, you let somebody fuck you with a strap on. You gonna beat my ass. That's crazy.
Why has it got to come to that, man? You think about all the worst scenarios
Because that's
where
what.
you could throw that bitch out, like trap card, nigga.
No, I'm thinking about all the scenarios that could actually happen. Because I'm an abrasive motherfucker, and people don't like me because I stand on whatever it is I said 100% of the time. So I understand that at some point we're going to get into some type of altercation, and it's gonna take you one time to be like, say something else, I'm gonna beat your ass. You're gonna beat my ass, but you let that woman fuck you in yours. That's crazy.
Yeah, see, if it gets to that, then it get. I don't know. I'm not like curious about seeking.
I'm not curious about seeking it either, but everybody,
don't
I know
even
that people
why you
can
did
get
that.
out of
You
pocket.
got all that.
Huh?
I'm like, you got that. You got all that, literally. I don't want none of that.
What?
Literally, like you that pagan shit, and like
Yeah.
you got all that shit, bro.
That's it.
Just
And see,
don't-
now he's ready to fight you too.
you can't be mad at me. How you gonna be mad at me because you got fucked in yours?
see, but you're not confrontational.
I'm not.
Look, you had that ready. That nigga.
No, I don't even want to know that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to know it either, but I'm gonna know it, and now I gotta sit here
Nah, I gotta sit here. Yeah,
and act like I don't know this.
Nah, yeah. That's why
This nigga's gonna be giving me opinions on shit, and I'm gonna be like, I can't take anything he said as valid because he gonna be like, he could even have a valid point, and I'm gonna be sitting here going, as valid as that point is. In the back of my mind, I'm like, as valid as that point is, that nigga got fucked in the ass. So can we really trust him?
That's crazy. No, that's real though.
Can I really trust shit come
That
out
nigga
your
lost
mouth?
all credibility.
That's it, bro. Like, as far as the man council is considered, as far as the man council has convened, nigga, your ass is out. Literally, your ass is out.
That's wild.
You gotta have a virgin hole to be on his committee.
Damn. No.
And you assed out.
Literally assed out. Assed in and out. That's crazy.
That's crazy. You turned your exit to an entrance. It's wild, bro. Can't talk to me.
No way.
Oh nah, bro. That's just what got me right now, bro. I've been rereading the Bible now. It's been wild, bro. Like I've been rereading, trying to understand from like a cultural standpoint what the fuck they people were talking about and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, it's hard when you can't relate to.
Yeah, but it's not
shit that
hard.
they were going through, like.
But it's like you told me that one day when
their
we were
day-to-day struggles were different.
Yeah,
like,
but you were like, but like you told me that one day, like you can't even try to put yourself in their mindset. Like the one with where Jesus was arguing with the Pharisees about putting food in your mouth, and the reason why they brought up the argument was because he didn't wash his hands, which was a law that they came up with. Like it's the same struggles we're going through right now is the same struggles they were going through back then, just on a different scale. Like the Pharisees were a group of Jewish.
Well, I mean, no, like they didn't have access to like running water. Like,
Yeah,
shit
but
like that is.
But no, like
just like
they,
their day-to-day struggles.
to a point they did because
Well,
washing your hands because to
It
wash.
wasn't as okay, yeah, they had water, but like they didn't have running water like we have.
Yeah,
running
but
water now,
washing your
you know what I'm
hand, but washing your hands wasn't a rule that God put forth. God didn't say you had to wash your hands because God understands not everybody has water to wash their hands before they eat. Right? It's like you wash your hands in this, but now you don't get to drink after you eat. Or you wash your hands in this, and now this water is no longer clean for y'all to drink out of for a week.
You got different drinking water than I. Like, that's what I'm saying.
But
They
if you had
different
it,
struggles,
if you had it, so like
we can drink and wash our hands in the same water. Nigga.
But literally, Jesus. That's why Jesus replied to that. He's like, "That's not a law from God." He says, "Y'all made that up," because the Pharisees were a group of Jewish like councilmen who helped come up with laws on how to govern society.
Right.
And they were challenging. Yeah, but they were challenging Jesus on. They were like, "Well, God said you had to do this," and he was like, "No, he didn't."
Right.
He said it's not in the book.
Right. They were using God to
try to enforce their laws, the
Right.
laws of man. Like,
Right.
what are you doing? He was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "That's not in there." He's like, "Show it to me."
I wrote it, nigga. I know.
The guy I'm talking to, literally, like the guy I have direct communication with, wrote this book. It's not in there. We got about another 23 minutes.
Well, I gotta go. We have dinner.
All right, stream. We'll catch y'all.